Bear with me. Give me one quick second. Yo. Hold on. Jesus Christ, it's hot as hell here. Hello? Can you guys hear us? Can you type it one in the chat if you can hear me and see me? It's good. It's so hot. Oh my God. Hello? Yo. Hello? All right, cool. Let me turn on the AC.
I'll put that Andrew Tate shit. Put that Andrew Tate shit. This is a good angle actually. This looks like, bro, I look like Al Qaeda, bro.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah.
My uncle went and fought for them.
Oh, your uncle's Arcadian?
No, well, he tried and he failed, and then he joined. One of my uncles just became. You know how they're kind of like atheists in my country. They don't care. One of them got radicalized, and he went and tried to, and then he looked into other countries, and then ultimately he ended up fighting for ISIS, and he got shot in the eyeball.
I mean, you can't beat him. Join him, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, why does he keep looking for like groups to join? Like, why didn't anyone just? Why was nobody his homie? Like, why? It's like not an uncle, but it's like a distant family member. My family laughed, but I thought it was sad. I thought that guy was a little mentally ill or something.
Oh, your uncle?
Well, he's not an uncle, but we call him uncle, and he just joined. Is this thing on?
Yeah. They can hear you. Yeah, they can hear you. No.
Okay.
What? They can hear you.
Is that my coffee?
Yeah.
Gang.
You guys can hear him, right?
No, I'm gonna use this to sit here. You can have this.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let me switch thing.
Leave my bed, bro. Yo, this is my room divider.
You want to leave the bed?
You see that?
Huh?
I switched positions, bro. I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at my bed. It's actually the coziest shit ever because it's like double mat on the floor. Oh fuck, man.
We need better lighting. What the fuck? Perfect. Hold on, let me pull up chat though. Let me pop out chat for you guys so you guys can actually see. Pop out chat, pop out. Where's pop out chat? Oh, right here. Yeah, do we look crazy or no? Oh, hold on, wait. Let me load up Streamlabs. Hold on. I'm gonna load up Streamlabs right now. If you want to finish the Kanye interview, we can do that on your channel.
No, let's do that on yours, bro.
Nah. I'd rather do the Jordan Peter, the Pearson Morgan, or whatever it is.
Yeah. You remember what part we're on?
I think it'll automatically be defaulted. Let's see. Nice and big so I can see it. All right, cool. And bear with me. See this here. So we have that there. We can just minimize this. Yo, Commander Dolph, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Mixatine. I very much do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Shout out to Mixatine. See. Alright, so let's see what's the best angle. Just to see, before I even actually do this, what would an inverted look be? Just to know. Alright, so I'm gonna do it right now. Ready? Flip horizontal and go. Hey! What do you think looks better? Commander Dolph, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Defa. Be honest, what do you think looks better?
It's your stream, bro.
No, but like aesthetically, what do you think? So
I always invert to the side I'm on, just in case of emergency. I know where I'm at. Yeah. But I'm right-handed. So I don't know. Are you right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
I always invert mine too.
Like this?
Yeah.
All right, so
like if you want to be on this side, I'll just move here. It's your stream, bro.
All right, let's see. No, I think this is a big thing. Let's see horizontal. I think in the last one, bear with me. Transform. Now this is very Masonic.
Stop saying that. You're gonna have to answer.
No, look. This doesn't look Masonic?
Destiny started saying it too. I'm like, you guys are doing it wrong. You guys are making me into a meme. I'm being serious, trying to save the world.
It's time to get to the nitty-gritty. Open up a flat earther video and choose your path. You can't be living on the edge. You might fall off. Let's settle this debate tonight. Flat earthers unite.
Can they hear that, fan?
A little, but not really at all. They can't barely hear that at all. Mac, okay, I appreciate you, Mac.
I think you're upside down, dude.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This looks Masonic.
Flat pill Moises? Do you want a flat pill or do you find it like bad? Doesn't matter, bro.
I mean, a flat pill, I don't even know what that means.
It means there's a documentary. There's a documentary that's biblical. We watch it. Anytime we want to piss off a globalist.
Alright, so just tell me, is this... Defug, thank you for gifting a sub to Tapia. I very much do appreciate it. So this is what you're talking about?
Have you seen The Matrix?
Yeah. Of course.
Please, come, sit. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
You could say that.
I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up.
I want to give a take and be honest. If you could live in quote unquote the Matrix, you know you live in the Matrix, but you rule the world in your Matrix. Do you not want to live in the Matrix?
No. Knowing it's fake steak would bother me. It's like saying, would I want to be on Twitch partner, but I can't talk about the things I want to talk about? No, I'll do 3 years on partner.
What happens if it's insane, ludicrous amount of money, but you just can't say, but you just can't wear that hat?
Yeah, then I'll be fake, but eventually it'll burst out. I'll be fake for a little bit, but eventually I'll be like, I can't. You know,
I think that's what always happens.
Yeah.
The revolt, no matter what, is inevitable.
But the Matrix is a reality thing. So I guess it's the same thing.
Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate, Neo?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
The Matrix?
Do you want to know what it is?
Definitely. Thank you for gifting a sub to Trainwrecks. Trainwrecks, I saw your tweet about you starting something like your own platform to help small to mid-sized streamers, because these big places are just only showing love to the big streamers. So shout out to you, my boy. I saw the tweet. Everybody saw the tweet. You're a real one.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
No fucking way he's here, is he?
Yeah, he's in the chat log.
Yo, Trainwreck, shout out to you, my boy.
That you are a slave.
Legend.
Everybody fucks with you. Even if on the surface it may not seem, because they're trying to appease other people, deep down they fuck with you. Everybody fucks with you, bro. Everybody fucks with you.
Like everyone else, you were
Reminding them of Order and their dad. And this is a immature website, so they hate him for it. But, yeah. He was once chaotic. He gets it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Everybody knows, though. Everybody knows. Everybody knows you're a real one.
I'm trolling you.
born into.
I
Put the mic in the middle. I don't want to yell.
Nope. I still believe he's in chat. I don't care. I still believe he's in chat, no matter what. If they tell me he's in chat, he's in chat.
Bondage, born into prison.
If he's in chat, he's in chat.
Touch. A prison for your mind.
Done. I can't do this shit.
You
I'm
rather-
fucking done. I can't.
You rather burn to hell?
I've always been the guy who keeps this thing on, but I'm done.
You're gonna burn.
Bro, I'm done. Oh, that feels crazy good.
Are you crazy, bro? You turn that off, we're gonna get fucking cooked
I
alive.
gotta listen to that while listening to fucking Morpheus. Can we just do 5 minutes of no sound?
Okay, you're gonna see. We're gonna get
It's not gonna get that hot.
We're gonna get fucking cooked, bro.
No, I'm the AC guy, but trying to listen to Morpheus whispers fucking drives me crazy.
Okay.
I hate being that
No,
dude.
okay, no.
I feel like the
No,
woman who's
okay,
cold. I
no.
swear I'm not
Okay.
cold. On Jesus' name, I'm not cold.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not cold.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
driving me nuts.
Alright. Okay.
I'm not cold.
Okay. Oh, it's probably because you've always had the headphones on. So you never heard the AC.
Well, that thing helps you sleep. You know that?
Yeah, it does.
The sound, too.
The sound helps you
It's
sleep.
like an airplane.
Yeah.
But, dude, this whole Morpheus whispering shit on your fucking zero audio TV is fucking driving me
Is
crazy.
it zero
And you've got
audio?
a halo over your head. Like, it looks ridiculous right now.
Hold
You're
up.
blocking
Okay.
off the TV with that fucking ring light.
Hold on, wait. Let me see now.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill.
The red pill is Trump is not a bad guy. No, the blue pill is Joe Biden's not a pedophile, and the red pill is Trump is not a fascist.
My reference would be Twitch, YouTube.
Oh my fucking god.
You stay in Wonderland. and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Bro, brain.
Amazon versus Google.
Who are the people who made this movie called? What are they called again?
I don't know. Who made this?
It was the brothers. I forget their name, but it's Wachowski. Well, I was thinking of YouTube.
The
Yeah.
Wachowskis. The Matrix 1999 science fiction action written and directed by the Wachowskis.
Is that a Jewish name? I'm kidding. Dude, I can't get Kanye out of my head. Is he totally canceled? Google Kanye, see what's happening.
To be honest,
I want to know, because did you see what Flagrant guys did to him?
what did Kanye say? Kanye said
The worst of the worst.
no, wait. I didn't see the interview. But what Kanye said was,
Oh, yeah?
Jewish
Oi!
runs everything. That's what he said,
I
right?
don't remember that part.
No,
I don't remember that.
I could have sworn Kanye said Jewish people are on the names of like everything. But to put into context, Kanye hasn't met everybody in the world. So he's just talking about his personal experience. He's talking about his record deal, his clothing company, and some other companies. So say out of the 5 companies he has, okay, say they were all Jewish names on the top of those companies. That's only out of his 5 companies. That's just in his personal experience. I don't know why they're coming at him so crazy. That's just in his personal experience. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I don't... That's in his personal experience. That's just in his personal experience. I'm not saying... I don't know. That's in his personal experience. You out of focus? Why am I out of focus? All right, now. All right, there. We're in focus, I think.
George Bush does not care about black people.
Defo, thank you for gifting a sub to Core Rentals.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Look how happy he is when Neo took the red pill. I think he would have frowned if he would have took the blue pill. That's just me, though.
What the fuck kind of take is that?
I don't know, man.
That's the analysis you got.
I don't know, man. I think
sad, happy.
I think he would have.
Oh my
I think
God, you suck for watching movies.
No. Put it like this.
Bro, you failed this assignment.
Huh?
You know, if the teacher says, "What do the curtains represent?" Oh, blue means unhappy, red means happy. That's the worst analysis I've ever. You ruined the fucking movie for me.
Someone to say you failed the assignment without giving the other person the time to give context,
bro.
To interrupt somebody before
Morpheus would be sad if the chosen one didn't choose the right path. What?
You didn't even let somebody give the context.
If I didn't interrupt here, you would have just ended it right there.
You're sadly mistaken. No, I wouldn't have. No.
Where were you going?
No. What I would have said was the reason he would have been sad to shorten it now is because the red is how deep the rabbit hole goes. The blue, you stop right there. You wake up and you believe what you want to believe. The red.
No shit.
But the red.
What is the deeper analysis here?
The red, you could go any single route that you want to go. So say, for example, if I go John ZHERKA's route, you could go the route that you are right now.
What are you talking about? There's only one route with red.
Is there?
He gets canceled out of the real world, goes to reality. They unplug him. How's he? The blue, you can go any route.
Who unplugs them?
Trinity. Trinity?
You only unplug yourself, John. You only unplug yourself.
You're trying to sound cryptic
You
and meaningful, but your take was sad happy.
No.
Bro, he's trying to decorate a piece of shit take.
No.
There's no way
No.
you're fucking recovering, dude. Clip him. That was the worst movie take I've ever heard.
Bro, you didn't
it's like if
finish.
you said, when Tangled cut her hair, she was free.
Who's Tangled?
Rapunzel. You haven't seen that movie?
Nah, I haven't. I don't think. Is that the one where
Alright.
she's on top of the castle and she puts her hair down?
Yeah.
I heard of quotes and stuff like that, but I haven't watched the whole movie.
Okay, but what you said is Simba's sad because Mufasa died. That's what you said. But with the Matrix pills.
What Simba should have done is he should have got that get back. He should have made an example of Scar.
Yeah.
He should have made an example.
The
Because
hyenas
he's
would
the
not
leader.
fuck around.
Nah, because isn't he the leader of the new tribe now?
Yeah, but we're Team Scar. My chat's here.
Your team Scar?
Fuck Simba.
Really?
Yeah. Long live the king.
But Scar wasn't he? It was
Scar's
so.
based as fuck.
I mean, it was pretty base what he did, but didn't he just do that because he was jealous?
Nah, Mufasa was a tyrant. He was a fascist. He gotta go. Scar was for the people, dude. He let everyone eat. Yeah, the standard of living went down, but hyenas gotta eat too. You can't be racist towards the hyenas.
Was he racist towards the hyenas?
Mufasa was racist. He put the hyenas out of the Pride Lands. Mufasa was a racist.
I mean, no leader is perfect.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah, I'm saying no leader is perfect, but
No, that was racist what he did.
Zazu
was their bitch.
Zazu is the cat with the colorful beak.
What? How can
The-
a cat have a beak?
No, when I say cat, remember, I was born in New York. Cat as like the person.
The bird.
Yeah, isn't it the bird with the colorful beak?
Yeah.
I don't even know anything about him. He was probably LGBTQ plus.
Bro.
Okay.
Follow me.
Okay, so
Okay.
why did you click that? You didn't really tell us why.
I don't even know. What I really wanted to do
There's a
was
lesson with this?
no. What I
Sad, happy was the lesson.
no. What I really wanted to do was this though.
Dude, you're killing them. Full screen them. Oh my god, you're Hassan Piker.
You like Hassan. You
Shut
really, bro. I tune into your stream every single day. I will say this. I don't think there's one stream I have not heard you say Piker. Not once. I don't think there's one stream I've ever heard you.
Has there been a day Scar didn't mention Mufasa?
No, there wasn't.
So one day I'm gonna get his ass.
Bro, stop.
Real love, you know, where it's,
Yeah, I believe.
how many times would you say?
Enough. I believe men and women are a beautiful union. I think we're slightly different, but when we work together, we're the most powerful force in the world.
How many women have you loved?
I don't know, Piers. A few.
Give me a ballpark. 5, 10, 20?
Let's say
You don't forget how many people you've been in love with. Come
let's
on.
say 10. I mean, I've been in love, and I certainly believe that men and women, when they work together, it's the most beautiful force on the planet. I believe in family. I believe in children. I believe in.
If you believe in family and children and love,
Yeah.
why are you single?
I'm not single.
Well, you're not married. That's what I mean.
Well, if I was married, the last thing I would do is advertise it to the feral psychopaths on the internet. So
I'm not a feral psychopath.
Well,
You called me friend earlier.
can be debated, Piers. But the point the point I'm making as a whole is that all of these.
Do you want to get married is my point?
No, but let's please for a
You
second.
don't or you do?
Let's please for a second because you've interrupted me so many times. I've failed to.
Well, actually, I've only
full
interrupted
answer.
you.
That's one thing. During interviews, I've noticed every single interview Andrew Tate has gone on, for the most part, a lot of people interrupt him. I don't know why, if that's a tactic. I don't know if it's a tactic that's good or bad, but Andrew Tate never interrupts. That's one thing I've noticed. I don't know, just like a quick analysis.
Just to be clear, when you've actually answered a different question.
Cool. Well, then on all these points you're
And you've
making,
admitted that.
on all these points you're making on repeat, you're taking these sentences and on repeat you're using you're weaponizing them against me.
I'm
I
not
understand.
weaponising anything.
Okay, it's fine.
No.
The
You're
point-
weaponising the weaponising, which
No
doesn't
problem.
exist.
No problem.
As soon as we finish this interview, let's open up Streamlabs OBS. I'll rate you, and we finish the Kanye interview on your stream. So 30 more minutes of this, I rate you, and then we finish the Kanye, and we really see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
But
You said to me, come on, bring it on, read out all the things that you think are blatant misogyny. All I've done is literally read out all the things we identified from all the research that I thought were blatantly misogynist and
Understood.
given you the chance to respond. And the only time I've interrupted you is when you've tried to answer a completely different question.
ZHERKA isn't pissed. I think he's hot. We're fucking cooking right now.
What? Pissed?
We're cooking right now.
What did I say?
Understood, Pierce.
But these things were said in large context where often I'm talking about how, for example,
It's not, bro. We live in the back. We're in the back. I told you. You turn off that AC. The AC blocks them. They hide. When you turn off the AC, it's fucking no holds barred. They go.
Are you lying to me?
No, I swear to God, God honest truth. That's why if you try to sleep without the AC, there's no way you can sleep. The mosquitoes are gonna fucking eat you alive. Cause
Alright,
I have
alright,
the window
so
open.
As soon as we're halfway through this, we'll turn that thing off.
All right. And we're halfway through right now.
All right. Cool. Turn it on.
All right.
I want to turn on later, but yo, that thing is loud, bro.
No, huh?
Look how loud that shit is.
I'm not. It's only loud if you think it's loud.
on the same podcast where you've read.
No, hold up, wait. I kind of fibbed. 1 hour and 14. What's 1 hour and 14 divided by 2? So halfway's right here. Okay.
Who think that is actually what they should be doing to women.
And finally, we get to the point of the issue, which is the point I tried to make at the very beginning. When I made a video before I was famous that got 500 views, me being concerned that 1% of people will misunderstand it was not relevant. You start getting 5 million views a video, 50 million views a video, 1% of people misunderstanding
Doesn't change what you
becomes no, it doesn't. But it becomes a much larger problem.
I understand.
So with great fame
That's true.
comes great responsibility.
Right.
So
Is it me or did he just quote Spider-Man?
doesn't. But it becomes a much larger problem.
I understand.
So with great fame
That's true.
comes great responsibility.
Right.
So
I agree.
would I, now that
Here's
I'm
my
famous,
yes.
do I say things the same way as I did back before I was famous? Absolutely not.
Right.
As neither would you or nearly any other famous person on the planet.
So my
Once you
logical-
become famous, you have to be a lot more careful with
I
how you
understand.
say things.
I understand. So my logical follow-up to that remains, do you regret then saying it the way you said it?
Oh, you know one of the reasons I don't do IRL is because stuff like I used to do a lot of IRL, and then this is what happened when I was doing IRL.
Who the gangster? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit! Oh motherfucker! Oh shit! Oh motherfucker! Goddamn! Oh. Run! No shit! Oh what the fuck? Oh man! Whoa! Who's retaliating? Whoa, what the fuck? Who's retaliating? Jesus! Jesus! Guys,
During the ride.
guys, clip that because I made Andy very Oh my god! Guys, clip that!
Stay tight! Stay tight! They're kidnapping people!
Oh shit, fuck!
See, this is why sometimes it's not good to do IRL though.
I can handle any rubber bullets, stuff like that, but gas, I can't do tear gas. I can't do tear gas. That's why I'm like, if I get hit, yeah, that's the one thing. That's my biggest fear. I've done it once, and I was like, whoa.
I think the most I don't think I've done tear gas. I don't think I've done. Have you ever done tear gas? Like
I've been maced. Same thing, right?
I've never been maced.
My older brother, when he was younger, you know, in the military, they make you go in a chamber and they gas everyone. Tear gas.
For training purposes, right? Yeah.
I remember I asked him, I'm like, how was that? And he's like, he volunteered to do it again. Like he's a beast. I could never volunteer to do
Nah,
that.
why would you
Bro,
want-
my older brother, they put him in a tight room half the size of this, and they lock all doors and they fill it all with water, and the whole room spins. So you're upside down, locked up with 10 seatbelts, and you have to take yourself out while you're upside down. And they only start it after you've been spun 3 times. No, like 20 times, where you're dizzy and you're fully holding your breath, and the timer starts then.
And why they do that for? Just training? What are you fucking training for?
I couldn't do. My older brother's crazy.
What the fuck are you training for? That's it's like you're training to endure torture if you get captured by the enemy side.
Yeah, a lot of people pass out on that. That's a special forces test for special operations.
Oh, so they purposely train you in case you do get captured and tortured, that you don't give up the sensitive information. Okay.
I couldn't do that. I would have just said I don't want to do that test. And the gassing test, because they go, what do they say? Like gas, and then you have to hold your breath, take your mask off, and then reapply it. I couldn't do that.
Nah.
Hell no.
Nah.
I would never reapply. Like everything else I could do.
Yeah.
That clip was hilarious though. It looked like you got shot though.
Yeah, we got shot by the LAPD.
Did it hurt the rubber?
Nah. The 2 bullets that hit me just hit me in my shoe. So I
How did
felt
you not
it.
know they're gonna do that when they're like?
Oh no, because that all the BLM protests were like that. All the cops were always pointing the things at you, but they never shot. That was the first time they shot at us. So.
Said it.
I can't live in regret by saying something before I was famous on a camera which barely anybody watched, and then I became famous afterwards. That would be a very asinine way to view the world.
So
I can't live in.
So you stand by all those things?
I can't live in regret because I didn't know I was going to become the most famous man on the planet. Regret would be the wrong word. Is it inconvenient? Sure, but I can't sit here and say I wish I knew 6 years ago I'd be the.
The way you are now, I don't think I could imagine you if you were the most famous person in the world with unlimited money.
I wouldn't change much. I think I would just stream in my rooms.
Nah, I think.
You think I would go on yachts?
No, I think you would try to spread your message with the largest net possible.
No,
you would spend so much money to make sure everybody in the world heard you.
No, the first thing I would do, I would go into a training camp, hire a great trainer and a great nutritionist, block all my friends, spend 4 months training, getting in shape, and then I go literally on the street and fight liberals and get banned off everything and have the craziest clips. I would go up to liberals way bigger than me, and I'll be like, your president's a pedophile, and I would have the most insane street fight content. Yeah, because I wouldn't care about getting locked up. I got lawyers, I got this, I got that, and I get to fight these fucking psychos.
I mean, well, imagine the court ordered you to pay $965 million.
Take it. As long as I'm in the history books, as long as I go down like Alex Jones.
The most famous man on the planet and monitored all of my speech forever. That's asinine.
You see, one of the problems that people have with you is that they think you have a malevolent influence on young people. This was the excuse that was put out by the big tech companies.
Excuse being the key word.
Well, it may be, actually. You know, I intrinsically, I have a problem with censorship. I don't think Donald Trump should be banned from Twitter, for example, because
I don't think he should have been deplatformed either.
The Ayatollah of Iran remains on Twitter and other social media platforms, and whatever I think of you, you're not the Ayatollah of Iran, right? So to me, there's got to be perspective here, and I don't understand the inconsistency by what companies like Twitter, how they treat the leader of Iran and someone like you. It seems to me they're much more draconian on people like you than they are with people who perhaps should not be allowed.
I'm going to be in Austin November. I'm going to be in Austin in November. I'm going to do a subathon. A crazy subathon. If I hit the goal, I'll shave my head completely bald.
Platforms. But generally, I don't really agree with no platforming people. But I think what's interesting talking to you is it seems to me like you have gone on a bit of a journey of self-awareness about the impact of some of the stuff you said in the past, and you have said you wouldn't say it again in the same way. Now, you may not want to express regret for that, but it shows me that at the very least, you have evolved to somebody who recognizes that these
I'm
things
not
are quite
capping.
damaging in the way that you said them.
Completely. As a professional and as an adult, it would be stupid for me to sit here and say that now that I'm the most famous man on the planet, my words do not have more impact than they did before. With impact, with power comes responsibility, and things need to be worded in a very careful way. Now, when I do a long format interview, I have to sit there and consciously understand that any 10 seconds of that can be cut and used against me. So I have to be a lot more careful with how I say my words and how I construct my sentences. Of course, we agree with all of that. That's exactly what's happened to me. I agree with all of it.
I'm gonna be bald like Andrew Tate.
I don't want to be seen as a negative influence in the world. I know that there's a whole bunch of men. I get thousands of emails a week from men whose lives I've saved. I get thousands of emails a week from men who are on the verge of suicide and I've saved their lives. We're talking about.
And by the way, I don't dispute that at all. You have.
I feel everybody should work out at least once every 2 days, and that's on a stack for real, for real. Shout out to you, Valkyrie.
Almost certainly, I would think, from everything I've read about you, I think you have certainly been probably able to be very helpful to young men who have really struggled for self-confidence and all that kind of thing, right?
Completely.
I'm completely prepared to accept that. But there was also, I think, quite a disturbing piece that BuzzFeed did. And it talked about the negative impact of young, impressionable male minds when they've read...
News, bro. BuzzFeed is fake news. A piece of shit website.
I haven't read any like articles or anything. I just know their website. I don't know any articles.
If they watched that clip of yours at the riots, they'd call you a Nazi.
So they're against BLM?
Well, this is how they spin things. You were there to make money off it. Anything you do is wrong for them.
My Streamlabs or nothing work. I did not earn 1 cent.
You tried. They're psychotic, bro. These places are psychotic.
I mean, would have I had all the...
Chad,
alerts
am I
working?
paranoid, Chad? Am I paranoid, or would they do that to someone like us? I'm pretty sure they would. Damn, you got your own hair emo? That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's really sick. That's so worth the song.
Yeah.
Wow, that is... Who made that?
I don't know, but it's a good one. Yeah.
That's a really good... Your own Pepe that everyone knows it's you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm gonna...
I need a North Korea Pepe.
Why don't you make a Pepe?
Bro, that is a good emo.
I'm gonna like it's an emo, but I'm gonna switch it.
You
to,
should have had one of these shirts, right? With the
Yeah.
collar.
Yeah, and look, they made if I do a brain dead take, they do that one.
That's really good. These are good emos, bro.
Yeah. Everybody likes your Joker one though. Everybody in my
But
community.
yeah, I had
gets-
horrible emotes for 2 years. Emotes are hard to do, bro.
Yeah, everybody in my community said like, yeah, I like John because they like there's a clown one and there's one that's just like this or like this like you know something crazy heinous is about to happen and
the base one, yeah.
you know it's gonna happen and they don't know, but you're just like this. Time will show everything.
That's why I miss it when I'm at YouTube. I miss these emails. I don't know if I could have them on my own channel. On YouTube.
I think Ludwig has a thing he's trying to do where his chat is just like Twitch chat. But that other than that, Twitch chat is it goes hard.
Or seen some of the more inflammatory things you've said. And they quoted, for example, Sandy, 22 from Washington. My father's gone from a man who minored in women's studies in college, who was kind and in touch with his emotions, treated all people, men and women around him with kindness, to a man who says that whenever he sees an effeminate male stranger, he gets an overwhelming urge to murder them. He loves podcasts. He listens to a lot of podcasts. I know he's listened to Andrew.
Bro!
Was it women's studies?
Bro!
That ain't gonna pay you.
Women's studies in college, who was kind and in touch with his emotions, treated all people, men and women around him with kindness.
I feel so bad for him. You know when you're trying to hold it in?
Bro, he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to blatantly shit on the take.
He doesn't want to look like Scar right now.
Sandy, 22 from Washington. My father's gone from a man who minored in women's studies in college, who was kind and in touch with his emotions, treated all people, men and women around him.
That is hard to hold in.
My
dude.
dad minored in women, bro.
That is hard to hold in.
Bro, this boy.
I feel so bad for him.
He's but
He said his dad does it.
Kindness to a man who says that whenever he sees an effeminate male stranger, he gets an overwhelming urge to murder them. He loves
What? Fake news.
what the fuck?
So fake.
podcasts. He listens to a lot of podcasts. I know he's listened to Andrew Tate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's stop for a second. Let's be professional here, Piers, because you're a professional as am
Yeah.
I. First, she said, did you say that my father went? She said, my father has
Her
gone.
father.
That's a full-grown man, firstly. So we're talking about...
I can't believe he's not calling it out.
Because the thing is, he's not calling it out because just put yourself in his position. What are you gonna call out? His dad went to college for minor than women's
The
sex.
killing part. I would say, first of all, fake news. Bring them on the set to talk to me, and if they do that, I'll be like, that's a plant. I don't care. I know that that's fake news. That is a hit piece. That she's trying to kill people. Every time she sees an effeminate man, she's trying to kill people. It's a she, right? Come on, you buy that shit? That's the greatest. Piers looks guilty reading it, bro.
Yeah.
Talking about my impact on children. You just talked about a full-grown man here. Secondly, I've never talked about murdering effeminate men in anything online ever, in any context ever. So I don't know why they have taken some random person I've never met in the world who's full-grown, an adult, and come to their own conclusions who I've never met and lumped his name in with mine. That is absolutely unfair on every level. I didn't read this BuzzFeed. I didn't read this BuzzFeed article, but after hearing the first point, I know it's trash. That is complete garbage.
What is your...
That's the reach of that is greater reach than John Jones. I feel bad for him, bro. They're trying to do him in murder.
I mean, in order for people to see your point of view, I'm not saying they lie, but people will use the most extreme example.
No, bro, if that is real, it's someone at their computer laughing, saying, dude, they got my fucking email on PS4. You think that shit's real? Come on.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I don't buy it. That examples, it just, I don't know, man. That sounds kind of like, I don't know, man. That sounds kind of.
If it's real, they're mentally ill. They're not okay. They're like trying to murder people and shit.
Say that I'm the...
You know how I know you don't think that's real? If the world was that crazy, we would be afraid to talk live. We'd be like, yo, someone's not liking ZHERKA in chat. They're gonna fucking come kill him. I get death threats. I get a million death threats, but I don't take them serious. So much fake news out there.
Bro. You know that's a crazy good, to be honest, that's a crazy good defense that I've never used, but everybody could wind up using it. So say, for example, you say something and you get backlash for it, you can just say, I'm getting death threats through DM and everything like that, and automatically the next time they'll back off. They'll back off. If not, you seem like the entity, person, or thing. You'll seem
and
like
it's
a horrible
genuine.
person.
If you're being canceled hard, you will be hurt if you go in public. So it's genuine too. I think it's a good move.
Yeah. It's like a 5D chess. It sucks because everybody could just lie.
I don't care about getting jumped too hard, but getting doxxed, my biggest fear. Because cops, tattoos, scary looking guy, they just fucking kill me. They'd be like, if I ever got swatted, it's over. It's not like those cops hear me, fucking cuck, bitch, yelling at my computer, like how I got you banned on TikTok.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna be like knocking outside the door?
Days.
Huh?
I'm banned for 3 more days, so.
Alright.
He got me banned on TikTok live. First time I ever went live, like.
Well, I didn't get you banned. You got yourself banned.
Well.
You didn't even tell me.
If you
turned to me and said I'm
if
live.
it's my fault because I hit the live button.
Without telling me.
Okay, so I was live on Twitch, and I went live at the same time on TikTok. He knew I was live on Twitch, but he did not know I was live on TikTok. And they banned my account because they heard him in the background calling.
And I would have still done the same thing because I didn't think you could get banned at 100 viewers.
Yeah, we got 175. We capped out at.
So one of your guys reported you?
Huh? Oh, I don't know.
What's your take on this Andrew Tate clip?
I'll see it. I'll see it after. I'll see it right after. Hold on. Is this a quick clip? Like if it's a quick clip.
What the fuck? That's real?
I don't think that was him.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Fighters are dancers.
True, but I don't know. I don't think that was him. I don't know.
The reason this man believes what he believes.
I've seen a quote from you, and you can tell me what you feel here about this.
Sure.
You talk about people don't want to see men dressed up in dresses, transgender.
That's
people.
not exactly what I said.
What did you say?
I said the reason I am so popular and I'm so famous is that there's a large contingent of men who don't want to wear makeup, who still want to make money.
Yo, Moises Kanye versus Piers Morgan from Today interview on funniest content.
It's real?
So Kanye went on Piers Morgan. What? All right, I'm gonna finish this, and then we're gonna raid because the Kanye West is all gonna be on ZHERKA's thing. So I'm gonna right after this interview, we'll raid into ZHERKA's, and then we'll watch all Kanye West stuff.
I can do it responsibly. Everyone knows I got love for mankind.
Jewish people and everything. Yeah.
I said mankind. I didn't say Jewish people.
Okay, I said Jewish people.
Yeah, no, for everyone.
For everyone.
Now, if there's one thing I never like about people going full crazy online, is there are effects of like some random little 12-year-old Jewish guy at school getting bullied because of Kanye. Why are we why are we pretending like that doesn't happen? When the movie Taken came out with Albanians, I was in high school. That shit fucking hurt, dude.
Are they really bullying Jewish people?
And no.
School?
Who listens to Kanye? It's Zoomers, right? Zoomers and me.
But don't people get bullied when...
Bro. If I went live in front of a million people and said, man, Dominican people are just this, you're telling me your Dominican son in high school is not going to feel that shockwave if I'm gay?
He just said Jewish people run the world.
Your dad runs the world. Imagine someone did that. Your Dominican father runs the world.
Will they get bullied for that school? I thought you get bullied if they like attack you or like... I may be mistaken. I may be wrong. But isn't that like a perk? Like as a Jewish kid, as a young Jewish kid, you see Kanye West. Oh, my people run everything. Won't you be in school like
yeah, but look,
looking at everybody like yo, walk straight, son.
No, that conversation can be had if kids didn't exist and stuff. But the shockwave, the negative, is gonna be those kids, the youth. Like when Hassan calls people a cracker, it's just a bad term. Like, hey, you're a this. That affects the high school kids when they start calling each other that because they saw Piker say it. But if children didn't exist,
ZHERKA's half white. He's good.
Yeah, if teens didn't exist, if I'm not memeing, I don't get banned. I've talked to admins about that. They like my serious takes.
Okay.
They know I'm 28. I'm not.
Obviously, yeah.
It's a cracker. I'm not gonna do that shit, bro. I'm not gonna get you banned.
Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna turn off my check mark.
Obviously.
But yeah, no. Why I have to do a mature take is because I'm 28. I'm old. I can't do that 25.
Here's the vid.
I can't do that. What is the vid? Who you cashing out?
Oh, it's about they're only $2. That could happen. That could happen. All the thing. Yo, shout out to DGG fan. Hey, Destiny, if you're in chat, bro, I DM'd you on Instagram. Fix my username, man.
You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a carrot.
Oh my God, it's real.
But
No, play.
No, but let's say you want to watch it here, or you don't want?
I can teach you how to watch it correct, but don't joke like I joke because my jokes are harmless, and when everyone else does it, they fuck up. Like you have to do it like flagrant. You have to do those kind of jokes. You can't joke like.
But the thing is, I haven't. I think it's because of my accent. You think I'm joking.
But you're not an optics king. They just like you on Twitch, but you're not optics king. Optics means no negative effects when you turn the stream off. So if you're gonna make jokes right now, they cannot be shock waves, right? They can't be chatters that are in other chat. That you have to have serious control over that. That's why we can save it for mine, or we can just watch it.
Oh, it's a 2-hour interview. This is just a clip. Oh my God.
I'll do it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I do politics all day. It's fine.
Damn. This sounds like a 6 a.m. day.
No, I'll do it quick. I don't think I'll finish Drink Champs. I was getting bored of it.
DGG, whoa.
Spike this clip. Let's see it.
I'm talking about the
I'm
whole
account
account.
to the pain.
I'm not a Karen. I'm not going to cancel you. I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying. I think you don't understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments. And I think that one in particular, I can understand.
Oh my God. God forbid one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years. Even like the blacks being ushered to the left during the civil rights movement. No one has cared about black people.
Okay, why does he?
No,
all right.
No one is.
Can I? Let me say, I agree.
Wow. This is keep going. No comment. Keep going.
The racism against black people has been utterly deplorable, shameful, unacceptable, and thank God the world is beginning to move to a better place about the way it has treated black people like you. However, one form of racism doesn't justify.
It's almost in a better place.
Well, one form of racism doesn't justify another.
It's not a better place.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm finishing my sentence so you can respond. One form of racism.
It's not.
I think I can see the future in a little. What he's gonna say is, when you say he's gonna be like Pierce, when you say starting to move in a better direction, it's been 100 years. It's taken too long. He should have been there.
It doesn't matter. Kanye's finished. He's done. He's over. He's gonna be unplugged off of everything. Because the sensitivity is linked to the Holocaust, so he's seriously, it's over. Like the next 5 years is just gonna it's gonna get worse and worse.
I feel he has time to right his wrongs. I'm not counting him out.
That's not how this one works.
I'm not counting him out. I feel he has time. He doesn't have to. Okay, let me say this.
No, he's done. Yeah, he's gonna be.
He has time to apologize for some of the flagrant things he said. I don't think he's done.
You'd get fucked for saying it. For doubling down is a serious punishment. He's fucked.
Well, did he double down? Hold on.
One form of racism. It is racism when you say I'm going DEFCON for Jewish people.
I was in a position where I've been hurt, and this is the way I had the right to express myself. The point of this interview is for you to question me, and then for me to answer and say, okay, even though the same rules are not applied to my people, if a person with a gun or drugs is pulled over and has 3 other people in the car, they're all going to jail. I'm not going to apply that to Jewish people for the sake of this conversation. Isn't that what you wanted? But you know what you did? You tried to civil rights me. You tried to pull me back to a week ago, but we're here today. There's been plenty of conversations and commentary since that, but you want me to go back to 1960.
No.
You want me to go back to 7 days ago.
All right, let me jump in. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect.
Okay, so have we grown? Have we grown?
Here's how we grow. Yeah, here's how we grow. I want you to reflect.
No, have we grown?
I'm about to.
Have we grown? You're not in charge of my growth. You're not in charge of my growth. Chris.
I like how he calls him Ye. I don't know. I like it.
Okay, let me phrase it like this. I'm about to suggest to you how you may grow if you choose to grow this way. And you can ignore me. You can ignore me.
Pierce, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your.
How is he, Mimi?
Bro.
You know Mel Gibson's jumping up and down watching this.
Bro, see, the thing is, he said that because he had to be memeing. Because he said that because he had to be memeing. There's no way he honestly believes that. There's truth of, okay, my net worth is more, you should maybe listen to me on this. But he had to be memeing, because that's fucking crazy. It's a little crazy.
It's true. Kanye's worth more. The problem.
No, he is, but like
the problem is, from one of these two, one of them is extremely powerful, and the other one is Kanye. It's kind of like if you surpass Jay-Z in money, you don't surpass Jay-Z because he's plugged in, he's with everyone. So Jay-Z, the Clintons, those kind of people, they're really powerful. So money is not really the deciding factor. Like, for example, someone who had no money was Jeffrey Epstein. He had no money, but they just gave him their own credit cards and plugged him into the system of power. But really, what was he worth? He didn't ever create anything. He was just good at finding the kids they wanted.
Business
Why
advice.
would I listen to you?
Well, why do you hear what my advice is and then work out if I'm wrong? Can we do that deal?
Well, the thing is, you haven't given me any credit or a moment of reflection for the comparison that I made, the brilliant, if I do say so myself, comparison that I made to the cops pulling over one black person and locking everyone up.
I understand what you're saying.
And my tweet having issues. Wait a second, I wasn't done with the sentence. My tweet referring to all Jewish people, and I said, for the sake of this conversation, I will refer to the business people who have destroyed me and my people and my fellow creatives. But you didn't even accept that I gave you that. You tried to push me back into 1960.
No, I didn't.
You tried to push me back into last week.
No, I didn't.
Okay, do you accept that example that I gave you?
I understand completely.
He's been chilling with Candace Owens well because his framing is perfect, and his framing is, I'm a slave. So he used to just talk. Now he's going back into here's my victim card. Let me talk. And because Piers is a white man, it actually works. Not that Piers feels it, but Piers is seeing it through his audience. And the audience will always say, all right, Piers, you and your family have had generation after generation of wealth and good life and network. Let the man speak. So now he's losing control, which he could get into a lot of trouble.
His hand is tied a little behind his back.
Yeah. However, I don't think in the corporate world the black card trumps the anti-Semite card. I don't, because of just how.
No, I agree with you. And the anti-Semite card.
That's the most powerful one because again, people are emotionally linked to these Hollywood movies that are like of World War II, so immediately it punches them in the gut. However, Americans are not linked at all to Black history, at all. Like, the regular American doesn't give a fuck about Black history. It only became recently a thing, never researched it. They can't name you any African kings. So the American people are more connected to that history than this, but it's painted the other way, right? Yeah, just
shit.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's a bad thing. First of all, U.S. is founded as a biracial nation. It's a black and white nation. But they're not really taught black history as much. Recently, they've tried to get back into it. But, yeah.
Side note, this past week, I'm liking Piers Morgan a little bit more by him having these talks with.
Well, it's because Cuomo failed. So I think his name's Chris Cuomo. Is it CNN or whatever? He failed. So Piers Morgan is their top dog. That's like, hey, Piers Morgan's biggest concern is the bullying angle. That talking like that gets a lot of people bullied, beaten up, stabbed, killed, and so they're seeing Kanye. And Kanye is really talking about a corporate elite, he said. But Piers Morgan's like, no, you can't even do that. Which is like, they're both kind of right. Anytime you talk about a group of people, there's like this wave. When you have millions of followers, there's this wave. So you have to do it like meticulously. You have to be careful.
If he could go back, just 1 week or wherever the Drink Champs interview went down, instead, this is where he fucked up. He said Jewish people. If he would have just mentioned the specific Jewish people's name that were on his contracts that we were talking about.
He wants the shitstorm.
That's what he wants. That's what he wants, yeah. And the thing is, he has enough money where he thinks he can handle the blowback. So I think that's why he went fucking full method, cannons out.
Well, there's someone who has 10 times more money than Ye, but it'll never be shown, and that guy's name is Jay-Z. But it'll never be talked about because the real corporate ruling class, they know how to move. Even Jay told him, he said to Jay, you know how to move in a room filled with vultures. So you were talking about centrists on Twitch who don't take political positions.
Like Mizzy.
Those guys make a lot of money. Yeah. Like a lot. And you think, well,
shout out Mizzy Wizzy.
A lot of people think, well, Hassan makes a lot. No. The corporate middle, that kind of purple pill that Ninja has, and that middle, but then they go blue sometimes when it's like BLM or whatever. That pill is the most money. The corporate pill is like, it looks like a left-leaning centrist.
Yeah, if this thing with Mizzy Wizzy didn't happen in 2 more years, Miz would have bought a bigger house than Hassan.
I don't know about that. I don't know anything about the finances.
The example you gave me, I think all racism is wrong.
So I feel that we've grown.
I would like you to reflect.
I feel that we've grown.
If
Do you feel we've grown?
If you've now changed what you wanted to say originally, my question for you is: do you now regret saying DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not. You know,
Flash edit.
Flash edit. What went down?
Show them that flash edit.
This is only 5 minutes.
Brutal.
This is only 5 minutes. They said this interview's 2 hours.
I can't wait.
No. I think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not. You know.
Super big. Oh yeah, also too, guys, I appreciate everybody that's in here that's been rocking with me. Everybody that's new, so shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. Oh, what's up, Ink Bites? He does his job extremely well, as all I'm saying, he's quite talented. He plays a good character and interrupts people non-stop. Oh, you're talking about Pierce.
I will say I'm sorry for the people that I hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I use my platform where you say hurt people, and I was hurt.
It's an uncensored interview.
And sorry for everybody that's saying hella ads. My bad, it's Twitch, man. Can somebody just bite the bullet?
Gifter.
If anybody could just bite the bullet.
And it's actually worth it. We've got a lot of IRL coming up. Like, we're back on grind mode.
To be honest, we've been live every single day you've been here.
No. Yesterday, no.
I went live.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I went live.
What, gaming?
Yeah, I think I went live. Yeah, I went live for 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. Every single day you've been here.
That's safe.
For the most part, we went live every single day.
That's good. Then they can even reach me if I'm right here, ask me a question every day, at least 2 hours.
We've been live every single fucking day. Every single day. Commander, thank you so much for gifting Fighting Gamer Enjoyer. Oh yeah, we went live because remember you went live right after and you crashed my stream?
Yeah, well,
that happened yesterday.
Here's why you guys should donate, alright?
Whoa, what the fuck? Commander, shout out to you for gifting a thing to Crunchy D. Oh, yo, look at this. The megaphone. Commander, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Gabe Nader. Yo, you know. Hold on, wait. Could I'm gonna mute it real quick.
You said something which you've now wished you hadn't said, and you've apologized. I actually think that says a lot about you, right? That shows you've got that ability to be self-aware, to understand when you cross a line. I think someone like you, with all your energy and creativity and your passion, you're going to say stuff. the way that you talk constantly and in such an extraordinary manner, you're going to trip up. You're going to say things the wrong way. I don't think there's anything wrong in when you do that, doing what you just did and saying, look, I'm sorry, I crossed a line, I apologize.
I want to say that it's wrong to hold an apology hostage, and I got to let go of that and free myself of the trauma and say, look, I'm just going to give it all up to God right now and say to those families that are hurt, I really want to give you guys a big hug, and I want to I say I'm sorry for hurting you with my comments, and I want to word it in not in like a political way, but in a presidential way, which means what I knew a president to be when I was growing up.
Go to the gym, be strong, drive a fast car, be traditionally.
Go to the gym, be strong, drive a fast car. I didn't see anything. I didn't see no lies in this sentence.
Masculine and don't want to be shamed for that, and they don't want to be called toxic for that. That is the reason I'm so massively famous. That is what I said.
What do you think of transgender people?
That's nothing to do with me. I'm not transgender, and I don't understand the issue like they do. They
are
can
you
do whatever
transphobic? Do you consider yourself that?
Transphobic? What? Afraid?
Well, it kind of, yeah. You have
I don't live in fear, my friend. I have no problem.
Do you have a dislike of transgender people?
I don't know any transgender people.
Do you have a dislike of what they stand for, what they are?
No. Why would I?
I don't know.
That's not my issue. That's not my issue. And that's actually quite interesting because when I was attacked, a lot of these stupid articles like BuzzFeed, because it's ridiculous, that first point proves anyone with a brain knows that that's garbage. When they attacked me, they lump a whole bunch of things in together. They say misogynistic, racist, transphobic. They just put them all together at random. I'm mixed race.
By the way,
I don't know where they get these. They just get these buzzwords and put them in a sentence.
By the way, I completely agree.
It's crazy.
And I've had the same thing done to me.
Okay, well,
and I'm not calling.
Side note, for future reference, never wear like quarter ankle socks when you're wearing slacks. This kind of looks crazy. It always has to be long. This kind of looks crazy.
I agree. Long socks
When you end up,
yeah.
I'm asking you what you personally believe you are.
It's not an issue I discuss. What I do discuss is that...
So you support transgender people?
I support individual liberty. I'm a libertarian.
Yeah, so you support transgender people?
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Exactly, yeah.
So, but my point is, as a whole, you're saying that I'm saying I don't want to see...
Sure. Why not?
...my dresses. I'm saying no.
You support gay people?
Sure. Yeah. I'm saying there's a large contingent of men in the world who like the idea of the traditional masculine view of the world, who feel happy when they watch 80s action heroes with big muscles and they run around. And there's nothing toxically masculine about having a fast car and a beautiful girlfriend and making a bunch of money. And
nothing at all.
Absolutely. And those are the people.
Nothing at all. And he completely agrees. Okay.
People who are my fans.
I'm saying. But the problem is, okay, I'm going to interrupt you just to say this. No.
Okay, but you're saying that I have a problem with men in dresses. I'm saying no. The people who watch my content.
I've asked you that question. You've answered.
Yeah, but the people who watch my content don't want to see men in dresses. Clearly, I don't wear a dress. That's the point I'm making.
That's not why they're watching your content.
No.
You're not wearing a dress.
No, but that's the point I'm making. That's the point I was making. There's a large contingent of men who are not interested in the things that perhaps the YouTube algorithm's trying to feed them.
I think there are lots of... Look, when you support masculinity and masculine...
So the people who watch Andrew Tate would not probably want to watch Will Neff's podcast.
Yeah.
When he plays his character Donnie.
Traits, I'm with you, right?
Okay, so you agree a man should protect and provide for a woman?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you agree if you were walking down the street with a woman, you'd be responsible with her safety?
Yeah.
Cool, absolutely. So if that woman wanted to walk alone at night...
I don't think I have authority over the woman as we do that.
Okay, so let me ask you another question, Piers, because we are professionals. Let's say your woman decided she wanted to take a nice little walk through the south side of Chicago at 2 a.m., and she wanted you to go with her, and you were responsible for fighting and dying on the spot if she was attacked. Don't you think you would say to her, no, we're not going out right now, it's not safe?
Is that true? They're saying this is the Masonic hand sign, and they say you have the Masonic sitting stance.
No, because it's a hand gesture.
All right, and that's not Masonic.
No. The one I was doing earlier was by accident.
Oh, the legs?
No, the hands. It's always hands. It's never legs.
All right, because they've been saying... All right.
In Masonry, the seething powers of Lucifer, Lucifer?
Yeah,
is in the hands. That's why it's always going to be handshakes and stuff like that.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so you'd have authority to make the decision. So
No,
we
I
agree.
wouldn't.
So
I would say I don't
agree.
think you should. If she decides to, it's her own volition.
Well, if she decides, you're not going to stop
I have
her.
no power to stop her.
Completely.
But you think you do.
No, I don't think I have power
You
to stop
clearly
her.
do.
No, I think I have power to make the decision. I think, no, that's not
So
sensible.
if you have the power to make the decision, you have the power to stop her.
No, because
And
if
that's
she-
where we differ. And that's why I think it's interesting about you. I don't think you really think through what you're saying.
I think through what I'm saying
Because
so carefully.
Yeah, but Andrew, what
Piers.
you've literally just said is that you have the power to stop
No,
her.
I said I don't have the power to stop her. I'm not going to lock her in the room. I'm saying that.
So if
as
she
a-
wants to go on her own,
then she's going to go.
then
But
you
as a
don't
co-
have authority to stop her.
Okay, but as
God damn, Pierce, stop interrupting, please, bro. Fuck.
Fuck it.
It's a couple.
Pause. If Andrew Tate's being a pussy, I have the power to stop her. I do. Yeah, I'd be like, yo, you're not. People shooting each other in Chicago? Yeah, you can't go out. I don't care. I'll eat that cancellation any day. He's talking about Southside Chicago when they're hearing gunshots and shit. What do you know? You gonna let your sister walk out there, let alone your girlfriend? And
Would I let my sister walk down O Block
the whole block?
at
No
1 a.m.?
block. No. Old block of 3 years ago.
O Block at 3, or even 6 years ago when
Old block of 10 with Chief.
Chief Keef, King Von, all of them.
King Vaughn would have backed me up. I was just
I
like, King
think
Vaughn.
anybody on O Block, if I were to say, would you recommend I allow my sister to walk down O Block at 1 a.m.? They would say, fuck no.
Yeah.
So people from there would advise me, no. So would you listen to somebody who's born and raised there and really know what's going on? Yes, I will take their advice.
You know, right now, you know that there's actual Uber drivers at Old Block? Like, imagine having that job. Chirac, where they have missile launchers. You see that one on Instagram?
Nah, that's fucking crazy.
Google Chirac gangster with a missile launcher.
Well-
You posted on Instagram, and the police were like, "Oh, come on!"
But what's the surge price? Does the Uber driver get like 10 times the price?
I always wondered, do they even Uber there? Like, who would do that job?
I mean, the regular Uber ride for a distance is like, say you get paid $20, and then that same distance, but you happen to drop the person off on O Block, and that $20 turns to $2,000. I'm driving to O Block for $2K. Anything less though, no.
Just search up Chirac missile launcher. He posted on his IG.
So this is the second story that I covered coming from the city of Chicago, and I saw this video on World Star Hip Hop where this dude in Chicago
Oh my God.
posted up a video. So this is the second story that I covered coming from the city of Chicago, and I saw this video on World Star Hip Hop where this dude in Chicago posted up a video on social media of him holding a rocket launcher in his.
Is this an AK-47 too?
Yeah, one Kalashnikov and an M16, I think. I can't tell, it's so blurry.
M16, AK-47, and he's on top of what looks like a washing machine and a dryer with a bottle of vodka and a fucking rocket launcher. Holy shit.
His laundry room, along with an assortment of other weaponry. Now, this right here is what I would call self-snitching at its finest. You know, a lot of these niggas out here will constantly say that, oh, you know, when their houses get raided,
Oh my God.
you know, they're saying like, oh,
He's downing it straight from the bottle.
someone's snitching on me.
What's crazy is they love their lean, promethazine, scissor, whatever. And that shit makes you not just lean back, but like you get weird and grippy and a little twitchy if you've ever had it. So let's say you've got loaded firearms, you could just grip, right? Safety off, you could just light up the whole room. I'm not saying for the rocket launcher, but these are like the worst people to be around when they're like high as fuck. Because all this would make sense to me if they weren't high and drunk. It would be a lot less scary.
And this is like a real deal. This looks like some real deal Russia KGB type rocket launcher.
But if you're involved in a criminal lifestyle, so if you're telling on yourself, president, or
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't think I'd let any girl I date walk down that block.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would be like, hey.
She did no scope.
I'll be like, this ain't the move.
If we're going to sit there and decide if we're going to take this.
You asked me, would I feel a sense of responsibility for her safety? Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
So
would
let me
I
finish,
have the
Piers.
power or authority to stop her doing it? No.
No, of course not. So let me finish, Piers. You're not going to stop her walking out the hotel. Of course, it's her decision. She's a sovereign individual. My point is that usually in a couple, you sit there as a team and you discuss, and perhaps on certain issues, the woman will know more about X and she'll decide X, and the man might know more about Y and he'll decide Y. So I'm saying if we're as a couple and we're sitting there and deciding, as a couple, as a team, and she says she wants to take this late night stroll, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to veto this one. I'm going to call veto.
Do you believe
because it's dangerous, which to a degree would give me, in that particular scenario, a degree of authority. If she said, I don't want to listen to you, Andrew.
It doesn't give you authority.
If she says, I don't want to listen to you, Andrew, I want to go on that walk, then what can I do? Say, well, then
you don't have authority.
Then I wish you the best, my love.
Then you don't have authority.
Andrew's kind of dumb because he doesn't know how to battle this one optics-wise. If they nailed me with that question, I'd say, I love my mom, but I would physically stop her from walking in O Block. I would not let her out. Call the police. I don't give a fuck. I love my sister. I wouldn't let her walk in O Block. Hell no. Call the police. Call the police. I'm not opening that door. I'm bigger than them. If I love my girlfriend, I'm going to treat her the same. Hey, this is O Block. I would rather get arrested than get her fucking head blown off. You fucking retarded, Piers. Piers, is so easy to respond. If you don't treat your girlfriend the way you treat your mom and sister, you don't love the bitch. You hate the bitch. Right?
I agree.
You know what I mean? I can't lose. This guy can lose because he doesn't have hair.
I agree. I agree with you on that point. I agree with you. I would stop my mom. Yeah.
Bro, we heard a gunshot here. And we went outside. It was stupid.
But that's because guys at the core are fucking crazy to begin with. Like, Tuxedo, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Poggers. Guys.
Have you ever?
Guys are retarded, bro.
I've stopped my mom from doing things. I've physically stopped my mom from doing things with my brothers. Literally, we've been in danger zones, and
yeah.
Same when we're refugees. And my dad locked the door and he said, stay low. You're not arguing with my dad and his uncles. Like, every woman, listen. If they want to take chances, like there's a war zone happening outside and you want to go for a walk? The door's locked. No one's going anywhere. Call the fucking police, but the police were murdering us back then. So.
I understand your logic and I agree. I would stop my.
So why can't he tell that to Piers? Is he fucking retarded?
See the thing is probably when you could think of a way better take you would have rather say, but he probably just couldn't think about that.
Because he's not a
he would agree with you. He would agree with you.
He would say mine's better. He is not a political operative. He's just political for aesthetics. He's not spiritual of Christ. He's just doing it for aesthetics. He doesn't actually believe in Christ. This guy is all about aesthetics. He just wants money and girls, and God bless you, Tate, but it's not going to protect you against media. When media want to come after your character, you don't get political, you're done. Unless you're Kanye, which is too late now. Kanye is he's done.
I still think he has time to apologize and.
Nope.
I mean, JP Morgan did say you got till November to take out your money. That's crazy.
No,
imagine you get imagine you put 160 million in your bank account, and then the bank says you got 15 days or 30 days to take your money out. They're not taking 160 million.
And you lose a lot of money like that last minute. Kanye's paying for that.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
Yeah. I mean, you need time to put 160 million somewhere. What are you just gonna be like? All right, JP Morgan said, let me put it in Bank of America.
How much does JP make that they can tell you to walk at $100?
$160 million. They're earning what? At minimum,
Zillions.
Bro. They're earning what? Like probably like $3 million a day. Just
no, way more. These are multinational banks.
You think So they're earning more than. I mean, they got 160 million. What banks do is lend your 160 million.
But again, for fractional reserve banking, they can keep 1/10 of what they claim to have. It's way higher than 100 mil. They're 1/10.
So they're risking probably like $12 million a day.
I don't think they're risking 1%. I think they literally don't give a fuck about content. They just walk, bitch.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, 160 million. I would say a bank could probably earn a few million a day.
Way more.
That money,
way
but
more.
say 10 million. So that means they're just giving up. They're like, hey, even though you're giving us and we're earning $10 million a day from your 160 million, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. But now being associated with that name is worse to them. So that means they must be really making a lot.
I mean, that JP Morgan money pipe is super long.
Monopoly.
Super long.
Oh, they own other banks.
Super long.
Authority.
Cool. Then it's a semantic argument.
Not really.
I think
It's the complete opposite of what you said you had, which was authority.
No problem, Piers. No problem. But I think
Let
we
me
actually.
ask you about what do you believe about depression? Do you believe depression is a real thing?
I believe that feeling depressed is real. I don't believe depression as a clinical disease is real.
What's up, Cole?
Really?
Correct.
You don't believe people can be clinically depressed?
I think PTSD is very real. Unfortunately, I have some friends who suffer from that. I know that feeling depressed is real. I believe that the number one power you have against these things are trying to take control of your own mind and affecting your own life. I believe that it's not healthy to hand over all your power and believe that depression is an outside disease that you can't affect. I know that when I've had difficult periods in my life, and also many of my friends, like I've said, suffered from PTSD and been through terrible things. I've lived a very difficult life, and I know people who have. That the things that made them feel better is when they woke up and said, you know what, I'm not going to allow this to damage me anymore. I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to get up and I'm going to fight this as hard as I can.
And by the way, on that, I agree.
So we agree.
Right? My favorite speech is the Rocky Balboa one.
Okay, so then we agree. No, we do.
Here's where we don't agree.
Yeah, I agree with Tate here. I think depression's a state. I don't think it's a being. You can't be depressed 100 years in a row. And when you look at the word depression, it's an inverted version of stimulation. How can you be a depressed master blacksmith, professional tennis player, professional basketball player? Even the musicians, they get depressed when they're done their bodies of work, when they stop working, when they stop being stimulated, right? So I think you need God in a career. And if you master something, it's really hard to be depressed, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You could everybody gets depressed, but for you to consistently day in and day out be depressed for years on end, that's
now. No, I'll make an exception for grief. If a loved one dies and you say I'm depressed for 99 years, I'd say battle it, but I believe you.
Yeah,
I believe it's real.
But
if it's for no fucking reason, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah.
I don't believe in a chemical imbalance. Sorry. If I believe in a chemical imbalance, then I have to follow biology to all of its logical nihilist positions of no God. For example, do you love your mother?
Yes.
Now an atheist will tell you that's just chemicals. The love for your mother is chemicals firing in your head.
Are
Do
you
buy
saying
that fucking shit?
Are you saying that?
No, I'm saying that's
what
science.
They say?
That's what science says.
No,
that's science.
I don't believe
you don't
that.
believe
With the
science?
popcorn and load up a flat Earth video. Time to settle this once and for all Tate's old news.
Science says the love you share for your mother, there's nothing spiritual about it. It's just chemicals firing in Mojito's fucking skull. You buy into science? That sounds like I want to kill myself in a video game when I listen to science. You think that shit is real, these scientists will never look you with a straight face and say that. They'll be like, yeah, but like God could be real, and they don't get it. Science says the love you have for your mom is chemicals firing in your head. Silence.
Nah,
That's fucking bullshit.
I mean, no, your mom raised you, nurtured you, brought you up. I don't believe it just specifically only because of chemical.
Well, that's what they say about depression. It's a chemical imbalance. Which is funny because when you look into Masonic literature and ruling class books, they talk about like an ether and that your emotions can affect mine even if you don't talk to me in this room or even if I'm far away, and that negative frequencies actually chill with negative frequencies. Alcoholics chill with alcoholics, and people winning in life, they actually can see the glow. And they go, oh, this guy's winning too. That's why people come up together when they're going viral, right? But if you stay with your Hell's Angel buddies going viral, you lose it, you get in trouble, you get locked up. But yeah, Masons talk about energies. Like, you know those LA girls that get fucked by the whole football team?
Yep, I know them.
Those girls were kind of right. Like, and there's this energy, but yeah, your soul is real. I don't get why it's, dude, you know what's funny? It's controversial to say there's a soul. You know the word psyche means mind and soul in science, psychology textbook? In scientific books, psyche means mind and soul. Even even these fucking nihilists admit it. Am I preachy? My bad.
No. Yeah, not preachy. It's you gotta remember. I don't read up on stuff like this. So a lot of things you're saying, I agree with the takes. But this is like the first time I'm hearing like certain perspectives and everything. So I'm ingesting it, thinking about it, and then giving you the take whether I agree or not.
Science says your masculinity is fragile if you feel uncomfortable letting your girl get banged by someone else.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't be my girl. My girl.
No. Science says you're not being manly. A true man doesn't care. Just don't watch. That's science.
Nah, I know you have to be memeing at this point. There's no way science says that.
Oh, hey, chat. Am I memeing?
There's no way science says you have a girlfriend, you can let your girlfriend get fucked, and if you feel a certain type of way, it's because you're not masculine. Is that what you're just saying?
Yeah, they're saying jealousy is this evolutionary trait you can overcome. You can overcome it, apparently.
And they're saying you're not masculine if you can't overcome and not be jealous of your girl getting fucked by another guy in front of you.
Yeah, it's another attack on God and traditional way of life, right? So if you want to have married and kids, you gotta share your wife.
I don't know.
If you notice, there's a boom in open relationships because of this stuff. Everyone's in an open. And open means...
Is it open both ways?
Well, it always leans more to one side.
I think it always leans more towards the guy.
I've had a girl joke about an open years ago.
And
I leaned
towards her side?
No, she joked about doing an open with me, and I leaned close and I said, do you think you could compete with me? And she's like, no, John. You say, that means I would have ran through 1,000,000 girls before she gets to the second dude. And she was terrified. I was like, don't joke like that.
Pierce.
You don't, hang on. You got to let me interject when I don't agree with you, right? Where I don't agree with you is that there's no such thing as clinical depression. There absolutely is. Well, it's a proven scientific medical reality. There's a different argument about have we gone a bit too soft, right, in schools and all the rest of it. Absolutely. Do I think some people moan and whine too much about their lot in life? Definitely. Are we a victimhood society? 100%. Is there such a thing as clinical depression? Absolutely. And my argument is that if you actually bracket everybody who's not clinically depressed and doesn't have the genuine medical condition, then actually if millions of people are deemed to have depression, the ones who really need the help don't get it. Well, that's my point.
Well, that I would agree with. You're right. I think it's certainly an overused term.
But you don't accept there is such a thing as clinical depression.
No, I don't.
And that to me is a damaging view.
Okay. Well, let me explain why.
Clinical depression. Let me just see what do they actually mean. What's the definition that they actually mean?
Just means
Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. Also called major depressive disorder and clinical depression. Affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotion. I mean, yeah, depression is events or instances in your life. Your loved one dies. Your loved one has health issues. It could put you in a depression, which could alter your mood because your loved one is in bad health.
You want to know what depression is?
Wait, then he's right though.
Do you see how you were inquisitive and Googled for it?
Yeah.
It was a dopamine hit to find that out. Depression is a weighted blanket that says, I'm not even gonna Google it. I'm not gonna bother. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point. Right?
That sounds insane to even think. There's no point.
No. Depression is a lake when you're more like a river, where you every day you want to learn, you want to do something. So it's like when you stop showering, working out,
So
get
give
off
up
a
on
routine.
life.
Yeah, because it's like a layered blanket that gets heavier and heavier. But through grief, it's different. Like if they lost their fucking child, and they say, "John, I'm depressed," I believe you. But if it's because they like got fired from a job, which is a heavy depression, but again, it's a state of mind for like a month, 2 months.
And then,
but if you're depressed after a year, then you're not. Your wheels are not even spinning. Here, aggression is your wheels spinning and going nowhere, and depression is what's the point of starting the car? You just stay in bed all day. So it's like if once you build momentum in a routine and career, don't let go of that. Don't ever let go.
I agree.
It's
I
control. You need control.
I feel that.
Oh yeah.
Why? If someone comes to me and says I'm clinically depressed or I feel very, very sad, I would say the first thing you need to do is stop accepting the identity of a clinically depressed person. Stop accepting you have no control over this. And what you need to do is stop identifying that.
My favorite definition for depression was, I think it was Freud. I forgot who said this. Self-aggression. If you've ever been depressed, you understand that.
What do you self-aggression like? You are like you're knowing when you.
It's like self-hate.
Behaviors that are self-directed and could cause physical or emotional harm.
Yeah. So Mike Tyson had this, but he sublimated through his hands to his opponent. So it worked well for him.
Yeah. Well, when it helps your career, when you're using that aggression to knock motherfuckers out.
And here's the question. Would he be able to knock people out if he didn't have that high level of hatred? Fuck no.
I think he needed that. I think he needed that to be. Don't get me wrong, he would have been great, but would he have been the world international superstar, Mike Tyson?
Would he be that powerful if he wasn't from the streets? Fuck no.
Nah, I think he needed it. Yeah.
That's why when people say, "Oh, if you could go back in time and this guy get trained by this guy and have a different camp and a different trainer," that's not how it works.
Nah, it's not.
It's not. It's like when the stars align,
yeah,
you're good to go.
Yeah. You have your cards, and those are your cards.
Way, and let's work together to try and fight against it.
But there isn't an eminent doctor in the world who would tell you there is no such thing as clinical depression. Who would not tell you that some people it's simply beyond their control.
Johann Hari wrote a book saying exactly that, my friend.
But he's not an eminent doctor.
No, but
he's a journalist.
I said depression wasn't real long ago and was attacked for it. Then Johann Hari wrote a book which
What's it got to do with Johann Hari?
Because he wrote a book proving me right. Most people...
Johann Hari's a journalist.
Sure. And my point is that a lot of people who are clinically depressed are suffering with something in their life, and if you fix the problem in their life, perhaps they won't feel depressed anymore. That's not a disease.
Yeah, but Andrew...
That's situational.
Andrew, you're simply wrong.
Can you have a disease that makes you depressed your whole life? No, I don't think that makes sense.
Well, you gotta ask yourself, does the ruling class want you to be depressed for life? Or do they want you to be masculine, revolutionary, and scary?
If I was a pharmaceutical CEO...
Yeah, there you go. Careful with that one.
If that's what you believe, Piers.
That's what I believe.
I don't believe in things that take power away.
There is not an eminent doctor in the world
Piers,
that would agree with you.
Piers,
do you think you know more than doctors?
I can't become clinically depressed.
Why do you know?
Because I don't believe in it. I can't be haunted by a ghost if I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, that's like saying I'm never going to die because I don't believe in it. It's ridiculous.
Perhaps, but if it allows me to live a life where I feel happy and
But here's
content
where you
within
see, this is,
myself.
again, this is that little area where you lose me.
No, I don't lose you.
You won't, because
Piers,
somebody with your following says
the
there is no
thousands
such
of people,
thing.
the thousands of people who have emailed me saying my doctor told me I was clinically depressed and it's a disease that I have got in my brain and I can't be fixed. And I started listening to you and I realized that that's not the case and I can fix my own life and you're the only person who has ever helped me.
Oh, Andrew.
Thousands of people have emailed me that exact email.
If you think you are single-handedly curing people of clinical depression, you are living in cloud cuckoo land.
I am reading the emails of people who
I know thousands have been cured by Tate and 0 through Piers. Gynecomastia, fat ass, loser Piers. Just when he started growing on me too, I started really not like him again. He was getting attacked by feminazis.
I don't.
Yeah, he was getting attacked.
I don't know anything about Piers. This is like the first interview. To be honest,
he's a
this is the first interview I've ever watched of Piers.
Oh, okay.
First interview ever.
So he was a softie who became hard because they kept canceling him. So now he was like joining our side a little bit. And by our side, I mean comedy side. You know how like our side doesn't give a fuck? I don't mean you're on my political side. I'm saying comedy. You're still for comedy.
Yeah.
So now he's going back to.
Yeah, it's crazy. People, people always know. They'll be like, Moises, they'll be like, some of my friends, they'll be like, we'll be talking about something. They'll be like, yo, I don't even know if you're Democratic. And some people be like, I don't even know if you're Republican. When you look at me, what do you, like, just a short period of time, what do you think I lean towards, if anything?
I called you a libertarian, like Joe Rogan watcher. Remember that?
All right.
It means you want government to just leave you alone, make as much money as you want. Should girls be in swimming pools? I don't care. Should they be in floaties and half naked on the internet? I don't care. That's you.
Yeah.
You, Ice Poseidon, all you guys are like that. Your God is the free market. Like, who cares? If it makes money, it works. Yeah. You guys burn in hell.
Well, let me add.
Ice Poseidon is burning in fucking. He's in a frozen part of hell. He's ice.
Yo, but let me say this.
Only Brandon Hampton's going to heaven. Right?
Well, let me say this also.
Fucking 10 toes down.
Bro,
you show courage, you go to heaven.
Yo, but
you know he's MAGA. Deep down, you know Brandon's MAGA.
Yo, let me say this.
EBZ going to hell for those angles. Gave us the shittiest angles of the best content. EBZ, you're going to burn in hell. Who else is there? Andy Milonakis, you're in purgatory, motherfucker. For being boring, you're in purgatory. You're not going heaven or hell. You're in the middle. You're in the waiting room for your boring ass, Andy. Think you could be a nice guy now? No, you're CX, bro. Who else was a part of the network?
Bro,
all those girls at Horseshoe Bay, you're burning hell. Every single girl.
First of all.
Who else? Can't think of a name.
Bro, first of all, like, I don't, when
straight to hell.
No, but first of all, I'm friends with Paul. I wasn't a part of CX. I'm friends with Paul. I know Paul. I'm not a part of CX. I don't.
Then why the fuck am I here? I thought you were my boy, bro.
Huh? Oh no, I'm friends with Paul.
I thought we're getting a van together or a trailer.
Bro.
What is it called? Or RV, bro. Let's get an RV, bro. I got Miskif, bro. He's cool. Don't worry.
I have curative clinical depression.
Don't DM him.
You're reading emails from people who have believed you.
Oh wait, this was the thing I wanted to add. So the thing about everything you said, but I would say is a lot of people are very dumb.
Like Fuzi too?
No, I'm not talking about, bro. I'm not talking about specific people. I'm just saying about in general. A lot of people can't help themselves. So I feel there is some place for government.
Oh, yeah.
There's some place for government because there's some people, I met motherfuckers that are so dumb and autistic.
No, I'm for welfare. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, like there's a place for government. You gotta help the people that truly not skimming the system, that truly can't help themselves. I believe that's where government comes into play.
I'm crazy though. I'm way different.
Huh?
I believe the best system is a theocratic society.
What is a theocratic society?
That means fusing state and church. Meaning, if it's not Christian law, you get kicked out of the country. So law by the Bible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
No, I'm saying it would be more.
I don't know.
It would be
I don't
more.
know.
No,
But
here,
I don't know
it
about
would
that.
be more boring. It would be more boring.
Yeah,
it would be more boring.
I don't
Our
know.
content would definitely take a hit, but I think my grandkids would appreciate it more.
I mean, okay, I don't know about that take. No, but let me.
Hold on.
But let me ask you: Are you sitting at the high chair at the Vatican?
Well, Vatican's satanic. It would have to be like a good.
Are you at the high chair at the church? Okay, then you're not biased. So okay.
No, I just want a white picket fence, a wife with a fat ass, and she can't talk back to me because hey, we're in a man-lead society. Can't talk. Back.
That's why you're saying it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have. You know, every time you have a girlfriend with a fat ass, you're having arguments with her. At some point, is it worth it? I want to know beast bitch now. I'm gonna get a fucking fat bitch, this fucking big, 500 pounds with 2 shoes at the bottom. Big bowling ball with 2 shoes at the bottom and say, never having an argument again. This is not worth it, bro. What kind of society is this where every time you get a babe, it's arguments, dude? At some point, it's like, dude, you know what? We need the Bible. Fix everything, please. There's no one who has a hot girl that listens to them. It doesn't exist. Kim Kardashian never listened to Kanye, and he made her.
Did he make her or did Ray?
He rage it.
When you say there isn't such a thing, and they've probably never been diagnosed clinically depressed, they just.
I hate that when people say get a babe in the church. Churches, mosques, synagogues, temples of worship. I'm sorry, the hot chicks are not there. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Wait, you're saying hot chicks aren't?
When they say get a base girl who's religious, they're just not hot. So what am I supposed to do?
A base girl that's religious.
A religious girl that listens to you is gonna be hyper mid, if you're lucky. Come on, bro, because you'll find her on Instagram, but she got a fat ass. You're not gonna find her at fucking Jesus.com.
A religious,
like a hot girl who's religious that doesn't exist.
A hot girl is religious.
God is fair. That doesn't exist at all. Bro, think of one girl who's fucking religious and hot. Think of one.
I'm thinking.
Good luck.
I think you're only talking about the religions. You're only talking about like Christianity and like you're not talking.
No, I'll take a Muslim. I don't care. They don't exist, bro. They don't exist. The best you get is high level mid. You know how I know? Because you can only find hot ones through demonic social media where they got followers. Right? You know how rare it is for a 0 follower girl to be a babe?
I would say this. I would say there's a correlation where heavy social media.
See, look at the call. Someone said, ZHERKA, I've seen prettier girls than Jillian in church. You know how I know that's fake news? Because she has famous billionaires that would hit her up in the DMs right before I met her. I have all of her passwords and stuff. But
what?
Yeah. So when I see the DMs,
ZHERKA smash Marina Abramovich.
Check this out. I don't want to talk about that. Check this out. All the girls I know on Twitch, I've asked when I was saying I'll be like, show me your DMs. Very few famous people DM them. You know what I mean? It's not like what people think it is. When I saw hers, I was so shook. I was like, oh my God, you're actually a good person. Because if I were you, I would have been right that way. You know, I would have been like, oh, there's money. Oh my God. But whatever. When I saw that, I realized if your girl doesn't get DM'd by famous rich dudes that are worldwide as big as TV stars, then she's probably not that hot. That's the truth. If she has a low follower count, she's probably not hot. Let's be honest.
No.
What? 0 follower hot chick. Find me one.
No.
Go.
See the thing is, I get what you're saying. What I would say, just a counter argument is, it's.
You gonna think of a unicorn?
Huh?
I hate unicorn guys, bro. I hate you guys.
No. See, the thing is, I think if you go to places that isn't.
No, I traveled the world.
Social media.
Bro, I traveled the world. Okay, fine.
If you
You're
go
saying
to,
Colombia.
you're
saying Colombia.
If you go to fucking if you go
Okay,
to
you're right.
rural parts of
Ukraine. Shut the fuck
No,
up.
I'm letting
Don't
you,
say that
no,
right now.
I'm letting you know.
It's a war zone.
But no, okay, you go to rural parts of Sweden. You go to
Fuck that. Colombia, you mean?
Colombia. You go to rural.
Okay, fine. Now,
you go to rural parts
okay.
of Colombia with like no social
I believe
media
you
or
now.
anything.
I believe you.
And then you
I believe you, but she's not going to be religious. You got owned. I get it. She could have low following and be.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Come on, bro.
We need to go to Colombia. We need to go to Colombia, and then we need to find stuff out.
It's cheaper, bro.
Just want to go along with what Andrew Tate says.
I don't think so.
I think your view of that view is dangerous.
I respect that you think my view is dangerous, and I respect you have the right to view that, to think that. I think that clinical depression, I actually agree with you, is massively overdiagnosed. I've already said that PTSD is a very real thing. I've already said.
I didn't. No, hang on.
Okay.
Again, you're misquoting me. I did not say clinical depression is massively overdiagnosed. I said that people who claim to be depressed but don't have clinical depression, I think that.
Are we ever going to finish this?
Oh yeah, no. Look, it's at. Hold on, wait. All right, let's fuck it. Let's do the last 10 minutes.
No. This is a good part. No, we'll finish it.
Who's Marina Abramovich?
Okay, so she does spirit cooking, meaning, you know, cannibalism? She makes cakes of humans in blood and eats them. Somehow, she's an artist who is contacted by Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, sponsored by Microsoft, Bill Gates for a commercial, and nobody knows how she's so influential. And her art is a dude holding an arrow, bow and arrow, and not letting go. Because if he lets go, he stabs her with it. Right? He pierces her. And she'll stand in front of him as his arm gets tired for an hour. And it's performance art. And she's a black mage who does blood magic, cuts into her finger, and does dark magic. So she's very known in the Hollywood scene and Microsoft. And she's a high-level witch who's an artist.
Does she look good, though?
She's 70 and looks very young. Look, not good, but she's not good because she's Serbian.
Serbian?
Yeah, they have a lot of mages for some reason. It's like a wizard paradise. I think Romania does too. And Russia has a couple too. But she's 70. She looks very young because she drinks baby blood. That's what they say. She got canceled after that Microsoft commercial. That's her lover of like so long.
I'll call after the stream. I'm streaming right now. I mean, for 70 years old.
Looks young, yeah.
Yeah.
So Kim wants that secret, how to keep her skin like
I mean, to be honest, Kim is right in that direction. Going in that direction. Because isn't Kim like 45?
Yeah, she does blood stuff too.
Come on, is this a snake?
Sandra Bullock, you know her?
Sandra Bullock, yeah.
She went on Ellen and said she injects Korean baby penis foreskin in powder form into her skin to look more youthful. It's a lot, I don't.
That is massively overblown, right? In other words, there are a lot of people who just have a bad day and declare, I've got depression.
Yeah.
And I say, well, have you been to a doctor? Have you been...
One in the chat, I don't know, let me see.
This guy's so wholesome he never checks.
I don't ever check, that's the thing, yeah.
Whoever's not typing for the next 5 minutes straight, I curse you and you're a pedophile if you're not typing. Get that shit going, there's a bunch of people here.
Yeah, yo.
Fucking pedophiles.
Yo. Type of what? Type of one in the chat.
No, that ain't gonna save you, pedo. Yeah, Press play. Let's get this shit rolling.
Clinically diagnosed. If you have, and you have clinical depression, that's one thing. But if you haven't, we could probably work on some mental strength and resilience skills with you. But a clinically depressed person has an absolutely proven medical condition that is beyond their control.
Ah! I'm not even hungry. You hungry?
Why did you scream like
I'm not even hungry. You hungry?
Oh, for later. For later, bro.
The crazy thing is, ZHERKA eats a lot, bro.
I'm in phenomenal shape, bro.
Holy shit.
I'm in phenomenal shape, bro.
Bro, ZHERKA.
Phenomenal shape.
ZHERKA eats a lot. I'm not even I'm not even kidding. ZHERKA eats a lot, bro.
Not according to me and many others, my friend.
Well, look, what do you know about it, honestly?
I know
I'm a doctor. You're trained on it. I'm not a doctor.
Psychiatrist, you're none of those things.
You're gonna keep pausing. You suck at reacting,
no,
bro.
you
suck.
Yeah.
You sound fucking.
Speaking of Omni, yo, Destiny, if you're in chat, change my fucking name on the Destiny.gg,
Why would he be
bro.
in chat? He doesn't.
I saw Omni, so I'm like, hey.
That's his fan base.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're a guy on the radio who's done very well for himself, spouting stuff off, much of which I agree with, as you've seen in the interview. But some of which is ludicrous, and that's one of them.
It's not ludicrous.
It is.
It's not.
Tell them what I got you. Tell them what I got you.
Oh yeah, this morning.
Oh, Wexler's for him.
Oh yo, yeah, he got me Wexler's. Yo, that bro.
Who's good?
Yo, shout out ZHERKA.
Shout out Wexler's Jewish bagel shop. Wow.
Bro, ZHERKA.
Shit is crazy.
ZHERKA had just been ordering me food every single fucking day. Bro, I don't like. I gotta be honest. I think for some reason ZHERKA feels guilty for some reason, and he buys me like $100 of food. Yeah, bro, stop, bro.
Let's go.
He buys me like $100 worth of food every single day for like no fucking reason. I think he spent like a total of like $1,500 on food for himself and like $1,000 like on food for me. I don't know why though. He just burns like he
do
just
one punch. Let's do
no,
one
no,
punch.
no,
Let's do
bro,
one
no.
punch.
What the fuck?
Let's step into it.
Bro, you need to stop buying food though every day. Bro, yo, hold on. Wow. The quicker we finish, the quicker I can just rate you, and then we can get into the fucking Kanye West one.
Let's go.
We're in a victimhood society has got to stop. I'm with you.
Okay.
But the moment you try and deny clinical depression.
I believe feeling depressed is real. I do not believe it's a disease that you catch from the sky and you cannot affect. I believe.
I agree. I feel that it cannot just fall from the sky.
Hey Mortis, I gave ZHERKA the pass. If you wanna let him clap them cheeks, no holds barred. Hezbollah came in days. Milk is nuts.
No, bro. That's not even like, what the fuck?
No. Bro, it's your fault again.
Chilling said, come on, man. Shout out to you, Jill.
That no matter what happens, I believe you have control of your own mind and you can fight against it. I believe if you change your circumstances in your life, you may feel different. I'll give you a quick example. I had a guy who emailed me saying he was clinically depressed and he was going to kill himself. I obviously am not a psychiatrist, I'm not a doctor. I told him, because I replied to my emails. I said, have you been to a psychiatrist? He said, yes, I'm clinically depressed. I've been.
He replies to his email. Why don't you email him to? Bro, he would definitely do a one-on-one podcast with you. Oh wait, hold up.
On these pills, this amount of time.
Andrew Tate, hold on, wait, I'm on mute.
Antidepressants doesn't work. I said, I don't know what to say to you besides
X
this.
means infinite.
And he said he lost his girlfriend, that's why he became clinically depressed. I said, listen, go to the gym, get a six-pack first. Once you got.
Hey, who thinks this guy pauses way too much? It's his first react. And since he has funny opinions, he's made for infinite. React means infinite content.
You're farming chat. You've read that in chat. You're farming chat, bro.
I swear I didn't read it, but I know they said it.
Chat.
Bro,
You're
they hate when I
chat,
pause.
Bro.
I don't pause this much. Do I pause this much? This is how he reacts.
A six-pack email.
Yo, bro, Andrew Tate's fucking hair looks
No,
great.
bro.
Me again.
Yeah, I love You know, I like Andrew Tate's hair is really cool.
I still feel like killing yourself.
Yo, Chad, you want to talk about Fortnite real quick?
Strong body, strong mind, go train. He went, he started sending me progress pictures, emailing me him getting in better shape, and eventually got a six-pack. He's now a professional bodybuilder.
I watch your streams a lot. You fucking pause a lot, though.
Not like this.
You fucking pause heavy.
Bro,
I watch your stream, you pause heavy, bro. You pause heavy.
And he said, I can't believe I was considering that. I feel so much better, etc. The doctor was telling him he was clinically depressed and couldn't cure it.
Last time I watched you watch a 1-hour interview and it took you 11 hours.
He started taking control of his own life, and now he felt better.
Now,
I'm not saying it's the case for everybody.
No.
I'm just saying.
Here's my question, though. Have you seen the guy's medical records?
Of course not. I just told you the story.
So you're just taking his word for it?
Oh, I am taking the word of a man who emailed me with a bunch of medication and specific doses.
You're denying proven science because one guy writes to you who you help, and you've not seen any evidence he ever had clinical depression diagnosed.
I'm denying the idea that...
And on the back of it, you go on your rants in public to tens of millions of people denying something because this guy writes to you and says he had it and you cured him. And I think that's a dangerous mindset, Andrew.
That's fine.
And that's where you don't have a responsible...
No, it's like everybody saying muted. I'm saying no.
You look like you're twitching the ball.
No, because everybody's saying you're muted. No.
You look at his ball head and you're suffering,
no, because everybody...
No, I can see you're twitching for a pause.
Bro,
this is a relief for you right now.
Bro, no, I'm saying you mute, you pause like crazy, though.
Not here, I don't.
No, but I've seen when you're in Canada, bro, 1-hour interview, you stress the fuck out of it.
View of your influence over
Disagree.
people.
It's very responsible because I'm saving people's lives. I disagree that if you feel depressed, I disagree that you cannot affect it and change your life and take control and fix yourself and feel happier. I disagree with that.
Do you think?
I refuse to accept that there are people out there who cannot become happy, contented individuals. I refuse to accept we live in a world where God has created people who, no matter how hard they work and how good their life becomes, can't be happy. I don't accept that. I accept that the universe is a very giving place and that God loves all of us. And if you try your best and you work hard, you can become a better person. And I also will argue with you, and I'll counter the point, that you sitting here on your platform telling people they have clinical depression, there's nothing they can do about it, is far more dangerous.
That.
Okay, well then, if they have clinical depression...
Why do you misquote me?
No, because you're saying...
You hate being misquoted.
No, you're saying if people have clinical depression, then
I never said there's nothing to do about
it.
it. They go to a doctor and they get diagnosed and they get help.
Then I would argue the point that if
it's
somebody...
the complete opposite of what you just said I said.
I would argue the point that if somebody has depression of any kind, whether it's clinical, whether it exists or not, whether they feel depressed or not, whatever, that taking control of their life, taking personal responsibility and working hard is always going to be the positive, best thing they can possibly do for their life going forward.
How positive
and the people
is
going around
it?
them. So sitting here saying, I don't believe in clinical depression, you don't believe in depression. No, I don't. I believe that people can take control and fight against things. Right. I believe in personal sovereignty.
Right. Fine.
Good. So we agree.
I agree.
All right, man.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Piers, you're on my side. Afraid of being cancelled along with me.
As I said to you from the start,
that's all
I agree with a lot of what you...
Whoa! Was that a truth bomb that Piers does? Whoa!
Say.
Completely. So we're talking
I'm
about...
taking you to task over the stuff I don't agree with.
Sure.
And I'm just not sure you understand why it's wrong, which is in itself quite revealing. Let me talk to you about Alex. Let me talk to you about Alex Jones, right? Who I have a bit of history with. He tried to get me deported from the United States.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. What is your view of Alex Jones?
I think that Alex Jones is a sovereign individual who, very much like the rabid left, deserves a chance to speak on his points of view. I think that the truth on issues is usually somewhere in the middle between two extremes. And
you think Sandy Hook was staged?
I don't know anything about Sandy Hook.
Really? You know he's just been sued by the families for millions and millions.
I have no idea.
You don't know anything?
Not millions and millions. 965 million.
Or Billy.
A billion.
About it?
No.
So why would you support someone in public when you know nothing about the most infamous
When
thing
have I supported him in public?
You have supported him in public.
I've been on his podcast.
Yeah, but you said nice things about him.
I say nice things about lots of people.
What do you think of Alex Jones?
I said nice things about you, Piers.
That's fine. so you should. I'm a nice person.
So to sit and say that I've been on a podcast and I say nice things about him.
But you said you support his right to speak about things like Sandy Hook?
I don't know Sandy Hook. I don't know.
And you know what it was?
It was a mass shooting.
Of school children.
Okay. But to sit and it's actually, no, let's stop for a second. Please don't interrupt me. Here's why I know why you're good at your job. First, you interrupt people a lot, which is good. It's a good skill.
Actually,
and then there you go, prove me right.
But here's exactly.
You want fat burger?
He just proved them right.
Hawaiian hot chicken or
Oh no, well what have I eaten today?
Bagels, that's it. Chef. Okay, here's our address chat.
Timing's good.
Here's exactly what I do. I only interrupt people like you when you either refuse to answer the question or answer a completely different one.
Sure.
Bro, cut these ads off. It's not me, it's Twitch. Yo, you know what? Can someone just give 600 subs so everybody in chat everybody in chat doesn't watch an ad? Can someone just drop 600 subs?
Sure. And I want to remind you of what the question was.
Fair enough.
Or when you misquote me back, which you've done repeatedly through the interview, where you say, you see, Piers, you agree with me. And the viewer who's been watching will go, no, he didn't.
Cool, no problem. The other thing you do is you try and set these traps like now. So you're saying
What's the trap you think I'm setting?
You're saying that I agree with every single point of view a man has.
I literally didn't say that.
You're saying, well, you support Alex Jones.
Why would you misquote me?
Because you're saying you support Alex Jones and you said you've been on his podcast and he said this. I don't know
what do you think of Alex Jones?
I don't know everything he said.
What do you think of him?
I think on his podcast he was cordial. I think he was professional on his podcast. I've also done podcasts with rabid leftists and
If I was gonna go bald, how much you think I should go bald for?
15.
15K? Okay.
It's gonna damage half a year.
I was gonna say 20. Alright, but if you wanna give people
Hey, I'll be honest, I'll do it for 10 for myself.
Oh no, but it's different. My hair's way longer than yours.
Oh yeah, yours is way more.
Yeah. So I take that. Yeah.
All right, yeah, it makes sense. I forgot about that.
17K.
Bro, you know how little time I spend looking at someone's face? I was talking to Destiny on stream. I'm like, do you have a goatee? And he's like, you could just watch my streams, ZHERKA. And I'm like, oh yeah, I could. For years that I've been talking to him, I never looked at his icon. I just keep it in audio. So I didn't know if he had a beard or a goatee when I was talking to him live. And I'm like, I'm actually stupid. Like, I asked a dude live, do you have a goatee? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is. If you can see them live, yeah.
That's how I'm like those dumb blondes that don't pay attention to shit.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know.
Oh, this is not my channel, right? I'm a whore!
And people who openly hate me.
Is it wrong?
I do a podcast circuit.
Okay.
Oh, also, too, for people that don't know...
I'm a whore, if you don't know.
TTS is too... TTS...
Big, bad, dirty...
You know how it reads out for TTS. It also reads out for crypto. If you type !crypto in chat, as long as it's $2 in any crypto, Shiba Inu or anything like that, it also reads out as TTS.
Bro, what a boring derail, bro. It's not on topic, bro.
No, is that nobody knows that?
You have ADHD.
Nobody knows that. So !crypto in chat. As long as it's $2.
What is a chicken day? Is that doxing if I read these places?
Huh?
A little bit.
So, and I don't know everything he's ever said.
When somebody like...
And I don't know what... So I don't know what you're trying to get me here because I did a podcast.
If you let me get a word in edgeways, I'll tell you.
It's a lame trick.
If you let me get a word in,
sure.
I will tell you.
Let's go.
Alex Jones said that Sandy Hook didn't happen. It was staged by actors.
Okay.
This compounded the appalling grief of the families of those poor 20 children who were gunned to pieces by a lunatic with an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle. They were already grief-stricken beyond belief, and this guy poured petrol onto that grief quite deliberately to make a huge amount of money from his InfoWars fake news bullshit. And as a result, a lot of the families have now sued him, and they've won, and he's going to have to pay back tens, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars in damages to these families. And quite right, it won't do anything about the pain he caused them. Some of them actually had people turn up outside their houses with guns because Alex Jones had told them that these parents were making it all up. They were all staged actors. It was all run by the government. So I simply say to you, now I've told you that, what is your view of Alex Jones?
I don't see why any of that has to do with me. It's very interesting. I've done the guy's podcast. I know him well. He was professional and courteous to me. When I meet somebody and they show me respect, I show them back. Respect. That's what I do, as I did with you.
You respect him?
If somebody shows me respect, I show them respect back.
So if Adolf Hitler showed you respect, you'd respect him back?
That's a stupid question, Piers.
It's not. It's a logical extension of your argument.
No, if in 1931 I was walking through Germany and a man come up to me and said, sorry for bumping into you, I'd say, sorry, no problem, mate. I'd show respect back. I don't know, what are you trying to say? That I sanction the Holocaust?
You literally just said if somebody respects you, you respect them back
I say if somebody shows me respect, I show respect back. That's a good way to go through life.
Whoever it is.
If somebody shows me respect and is courteous to me, I'm courteous back. Yes.
How can you respect somebody who caused such misery and pain to Sandy
I have
Hook
no idea the specifics of the thing you're discussing. I don't.
He's going super
Piers
hard.
Morgan's a fucking retard.
Piers just keeps on bringing this, keep on using this angle.
I don't understand any of it.
Well,
I don't know anything about it. You've told me your version of events.
When did you go on the podcast?
I was on the podcast about four times in the last 4 years. I did one relatively recently.
So four times you went on Alex Jones's podcast.
Correct.
Promoting him, helping him make money.
I don't think it was promoting and helping him because...
Well, it's his podcast.
Well, yeah, but I've been on the podcasts of people who absolutely hate me. I've been on liberal left-wing podcasts. I've been on feminist
That's
podcasts.
fine.
And no, you just sat here saying I would like you to agree, perhaps we can agree on this point, that I'm not a feminist. I go on feminist podcasts. I do a podcast circuit. I do.
You're not a feminist?
No, I don't know.
What do you think a feminist is?
Well, let's not change subject here, Pierce. Stay on the subject.
Hang on, you mentioned feminism.
Completely, but you're trying to get away from the point, because what you did is you're trying to say, because I did a podcast, I sanction all of this person's views. And I'm saying I do 5 podcasts a week. I do 5 podcasts a week, and I don't sanction 100% the views of any other person on the planet, because I'm an individual, and he has an individual views, as do you. So I don't know why you're trying to come at me with one of his views and pretend that's something to do with me.
Because it's a pretty big view.
No, but it's a lame trick, Piers, and you're better than this. So let's move on.
Would you,
it's lame, and let's move on.
Putin had a podcast, would you go on it?
Sure.
You would? Great. Okay, then we know what you're talking about.
If Vladimir Putin had a podcast, I'd go on it. If Joe Biden had a podcast, I'd go on it. If a feminist has a podcast, I'd go on it. If Piers Morgan has a podcast...
Would I go on a podcast with Putin? Would I go on a podcast with Biden? Would I go on a podcast with Hillary Clinton?
I would.
I think I would too. I would go to all 3.
I'd go on a podcast with Osama bin Laden. I'd be like, what's up, bro? Why? Why'd you do all that?
I'll go on it. If Alex Jones... I mean, I don't see the point you're making. There's no point here. You're digging, but there's nothing to find.
Well, I'm not. I'm taking your position that if somebody shows you respect them.
I think that...
I'm saying there are lots of people in the world I do not respect. If Vladimir Putin showed me respect, I would not respect him.
That's your opinion. But
no, it's my view. What's
okay,
your
that's
view?
your view. Well, your
view is you would.
You're sitting here, Piers, saying that I'm on uncensored show, and in your intro you said that it's important that we don't have echo chambers and we have varying and that we have varying opinions.
Correct.
But then you're saying the people you don't like, you wouldn't go on their podcast.
No.
So you are a hypocrite.
No,
I will go on anybody's podcast and discuss any point.
I don't think you understand what censorship means, do you? Like a lot of words we've had problems with today.
You're just saying
what do you think censorship means?
No, but the point I'm trying to make here.
Hang on. What do you think censorship means?
Don't hide from the fact that you're saying you will only do podcasts with people you like.
Why do you think that's censorship?
No, that's your prerogative. My prerogative is
What does it do with censorship?
I'll discuss opinions with anybody, and I've done hard left wing. Why are you not asking me about the podcasts I've done for the people who are hard liberal left wing?
By the way, I don't care whether they're left or right. Okay. Extremists to me are all nuts, right?
Then we agree.
Yes.
So perfect.
Good.
Next subject.
All right. Here's my next subject. It was a very serious case here.
Jesus. And before we move on, sorry, Piers, but before you move on, I do find it kind of disingenuous, and I know we're on a show, and I don't have a personal problem with you, but it is kind of disingenuous to try and sit here and lump me in with some school shooting. That's nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do with me. On any level.
Let me respond.
On any level.
Let me explain. Like you just said, you've been on this podcast 4 times.
In 4 years.
Since he said the whole thing was staged.
I don't know when he said.
I think the fact that a smart guy like you wants me to believe you had no idea that Alex Jones, who's been in the news now for the last 2 years for being sued by these families for the most heinous thing imaginable of pouring petrol onto their grief by claiming that shooting was staged. The fact that you're pretending you didn't know about any of that.
It's not about pretending
and you've been on his podcast 4 times, supporting him and making him money. So damn right I'm going to call you out on it.
When I do a podcast, if you think I spend time analyzing the point of view of that person and everything they've ever said for years beforehand.
It's not years, it was minutes in most cases.
Years and years.
When did you last go on his... When did you last go on his podcast?
You trying to lump me in and attack me for a person whose podcast I do having a view is absolutely childish. Because I've done a bunch of podcasts with people.
You would do a podcast.
I've done a bunch of podcasts with people who are advocating for things that I do not agree with on every single level. In fact, most of my podcasts are me disagreeing with people. So it's completely crazy that you're trying to lump me in with that. That's cheap. That's cheap.
You are complete.
I think it was a tactic he tried to use. But Andrew's handling this pretty well.
Misconstruing the point of what I'm saying. I think deliberately.
No, what you're trying is a cheap trick. And I'm just making it clear
It's
to
not
the
a
audience.
cheap trick.
It's a
I'm just
cheap
curious where your moral line is.
It's a cheap trick.
Where's your moral line?
I disagree with the points of view with the majority of the people I do podcasts with. So it's a very cheap trick you're trying here. So
when
I don't know
people
where it's gonna
invent vile things to make themselves rich.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the Ye interview.
You know, I've never been more depressed than when this guy got banned. Not that I watched him, but it kind of showed me when it's my turn up there, how bad they're gonna treat me.
Oh, they're gonna fucking drag you.
Yeah, and I've got to. That's why I'm getting way more into politics. I'm like, it's time to be a lot more political than he got blindsided.
11 more minutes and we're going into ZHERKAs for the Jewish talk.
Stop! What the
Off the back of families of little kids who've been blown to pieces with a machine gun or a semi-automatic version of a machine gun, I think that is actually a line I wouldn't cross. I wouldn't be happy to go on someone's podcast when they've been responsible for doing that. It's not about political views or differences of opinion over facts. It's about somebody deliberately inventing a pack of lies to compound the grief of families. And I'm curious, you don't think you have any need to go down any kind of moral quandary about people like that before you continue to allow them to use you for their own promotion.
He didn't use me. He didn't use me for
Why
his
does he have you on the
promotion.
podcast?
Because we disagreed and discussed points like we're doing with you right now.
Did you call him out on that?
Are you using me? We didn't discuss that.
I'm not using you. I'm giving you a platform most people aren't giving you right now to show the world who you really are.
Fantastic. So neither of us are using each other. I'm here on your show. I'm providing you with content. You're giving me a platform. And nobody's using each other. It's mutual. We don't agree on a whole bunch of issues.
That's fine.
And here we are.
I think we've had a robust exchange.
Yeah, just like I've done on nearly every other podcast. And
This interview is done was, I think, 7 to 8 times the viewership of, I think, any other interview he's done in the past. I think, yeah, I think it was, 7 to 8 times the viewership. I think in the past, maybe, I think the same viewership is when he covered, I think, the Queen. But other than that, yeah.
if someone were to come and say to me in the future, there's something, heaven forbid, there's a skeleton in your closet, and someone were to come to me and say, you were on Piers Morgan's show, did you know he's X or he's done X? I would say that's absolutely nothing to do with me.
Right. But
I make the same point protecting you. I don't know what you do. I don't know your personal life.
I can guarantee one thing. I will not be inventing stories about the families of kids.
I hope not. I hope you're a righteous person.
I'm not claiming to be a righteous person.
I don't know.
I'm just saying that I just think it's interesting that you have no moral compulsion about going on people.
It's not about moral compulsions. It's about I don't know what you do, Piers. You could have a bunch of skeletons in your closet, my friend. I don't have a clue. I'm here on your TV show.
I'm sure we all have lots of skeletons. Let me ask you this. Interesting about the.
I'm sure we all have a lot of skeletons. What you mean about that, Piers?
Feminism thing.
Sure.
Do you identify as a feminist?
I think that women and men are fantastic. Both of us are fantastic. I think women reproduce. I think women need to be respected, protected, provided for. I think that modern feminism is kind of hard for me to even truly understand.
What do you think it means? What is feminism?
I think that the idea of feminism is that men and women are equal under the law.
And do you believe that?
Completely.
We should be treated completely equal.
Yeah, but we are equal under the law. Wouldn't you agree?
Not really. I think there are still some issues in the world where, I mean, certainly in workplace, the gender pay gap remains. They're not treated equally in most cases, women.
Well, that can be discussed, the gender pay gap. I think that's already been discussed at length. I think that there's actually...
You think women should go to work?
I think women should work completely.
You do?
Why wouldn't they?
Because in the parts of the country, of the world you were mentioning earlier, that have different views of women, they don't go to work.
In the parts of the world that person from the podcast was from, for the point I made, yeah, they didn't. But I don't live in those parts of the world. I think women should be free to work if they choose. I think it's very important that the family unit remains. I do believe that in my personal view, the most important and respectful thing a woman can do is become a mother. I think that having children is a beautiful thing. But obviously, if a woman wants to work and wants to have a career, especially now...
I'll take you to Ori. Thanks for the food. You buying me food again.
Why wouldn't I
Bro,
want
this guy
women to
has
work?
bought me
I don't know why
food
anyone
every
would ever
single
say, I
day.
don't want women to work or think women can't work.
Stop buying me food.
Stop it.
Yeah, but...
No, but it's interesting because you
Stop
have to
buying
look
me
at this
food
here.
because
It's
the
interesting.
reason is You get overcharged, and that's what gets me heated.
Swiss or
we
American?
bought 3 tacos. Each
Swiss
taco
or
was
American cheese?
Swiss.
Hell
Each,
yeah, Swiss is the best.
each taco
You want
was
an onion ring on your burger?
No, I don't like onion rings.
Mayo?
Huh? No, not really mayo.
No, ketchup?
We got ketchup here. I'll take.
Okay, so a plain burger, lettuce?
Huh? Whatever. I don't care. Thank you.
Bacon?
Bro,
Zehra?
stop. Yeah, I'll take bacon.
Alright.
What?
What kind of drink?
He bought, bro. I'll take
Sierra?
Diet Dr. Pepper. I like, bro.
Are you serious?
He bought
No,
3
get
tacos. 3 tacos for
Diet
$60.
Diet Pepsi or Sierra Mist, that's all they have.
I'll take Diet Pepsi. No, I got Gatorade. You know what, Sierra Mist. I didn't like the face you made.
I like Sierra
I
Mist.
don't like the face you made. I'll take Sierra Mist. I'll go to the fucking dark side.
Look, do you like Sierra Mist or
Huh?
not?
No, I do like Sierra Mist.
Because I'll drink both.
I'm trolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll fucking skinny fries or fat fries?
Hmm?
Skinny.
What does that even mean?
Skinny or big chunks? That's tough.
That is tough. Anything. I don't care.
You want wings with that?
Bro, stop, bro.
Interesting how people extrapolate. Andrew said that he's responsible for a woman's safety, and he said that gives him authority to make decisions for her safety, and that's been misconstrued, and he's a bad person. He believes that women are property. So, but now we believe that Andrew doesn't believe in love. Andrew doesn't believe women should work. Andrew, I don't know where all of that comes from.
Well, that's why I'm glad we've had a chance to discuss
completely.
John becoming Vosh by the second. What does that even mean?
I believe women are sovereign individuals, and they can make any choice they so desire. I think that it's important that we remember that a man has a duty. I think I certainly in my relationship have a financial responsibility to provide for my woman. My woman would never have to work unless she wanted to, because I'm the kind of person who works hard enough that she wouldn't have to.
Should young men, though, all aspire to be like you?
Should young men aspire to work very hard, have no criminal record, become multimillionaires, protect and provide for the women close to them, be sovereign so they can stand up and have their own points of view in face of cancellation, be able to not be mentally intimidated when they go on national TV and there's traps set up for them? Yeah, I believe that.
Everything he just said. Yeah, I agree. You should. Yeah. Let me see where the part where he's wrong. Hold on.
Confident, strong men who stand up and protect and provide for women are a good thing for the world and a good force for the world. And I don't think that I put a magic spell on anybody. I think there's a whole bunch of men in the world who understands my value. And if men grow up to be like me, you're gonna have a whole bunch of people with no criminal record, dedicated athletes, who protect and provide for the people close to them, are fantastic for the economy. And I'm certainly not the worst influence out here, Piers. You have Lil Nas twerking on the devil on music videos, which our children are digesting. You have drill artists singing about stabbing people to death in the middle of a knife crime epidemic. You have rabid psychopaths on whether the right or the left announcing violence on the other side. You have all these insanities in the world. And because I sit here and say, yeah, perhaps, now you've laid it out and it offended you, I understand.
I mean,
he was getting fucked by the devil, wasn't he?
Who, Lil Nas X? Was Lil Nas X getting fucked by the devil? Was he?
Understand.
I didn't say it offended.
Okay, cool.
I just read you the things.
You read things that you said they could be offensive.
I like the song Old Town Road. Like, it was decent.
Yeah.
I like Old Town Road. It was a good song.
Some people are offended.
Well, some people definitely were offended.
Absolutely. That's fine.
And honestly, I think some of the things you said were genuinely offensive and misogynist.
Okay, so they offended you.
And actually,
like I said earlier, so they offended you,
No,
which
hang
is
on.
fine. I said they offended you, you interrupted me, and now you're saying they offended you, which is fine. But the point I'm trying to make is this: I'm not the devil. There are certainly worse people than me, and
I don't disagree
and they exist.
with that.
And I'm saying that my core tenets for the people who don't understand me are self-accountability, so I'm accountable for everything I've ever said. My core tenets are responsibility, so I'm responsible for everything I've said. My core tenets are traditional masculinity to a degree, which involves protecting and providing for women. And I'll make another point here that needs to be said. The number of women who have stood up and stuck up for me is ignored. Thousands of women are making videos saying, I've met Andrew Tate, he's such a nice guy. I wish I had a man like Andrew Tate who felt responsible to protect and provide for me. You know what? I do belong to my husband, that's why I married him and I love him. We ignore the thousands of women who stood up and stood by me and said everything I said is true. And we're taking a very vocal minority who have taken things I've said and are pretending to be absolutely and utterly devastated by them for some reason.
All right.
Time out. Sure. You've had a good
run there.
Sure.
An inquest this week found that a
14-year-old
Molly Russell
died from an act of self-harm while suffering from depression and the negative effects of online content. The coroner said she was exposed to material that may have influenced her in a negative way, and in addition, what started as depression had become a much more serious depressive illness, and she very sadly took her life.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Right. Her father.
It's terrible.
Her father's campaign for better protections against potentially dangerous social media algorithms, right? It says that the particularly graphic content she saw romanticized acts of self-harm, normalized her condition, and focused on a limited and irrational view without any counterbalance of normality. First of all, what is your response to that? Nothing to do with you.
That's the first thing. Yeah, it is nothing to do with me. The fact that a 14-year-old girl took her life is truly sad. The world we live in today is the fact that something like that happened is almost mind-blowing to me. That's truly sad. I actually feel sad inside to see something like that. This fact that they just said it's romanticizing the gory element. I don't know what she was watching, some kind of suicide videos thing. I don't know where these things are created.
Do you think the tech companies should be much tougher about stuff like this?
I don't know what kind of things she watched, obviously. I have to be a professional here. I think that the tech companies need to do their best to protect people, I guess, to a degree, but it's a slippery slope, isn't it? And then they use this slippery slope to silence some people and to
right. And I think it's a really fine line, and it's a complicated line.
It is.
I was interested when you did an
It's
interview
a
with
clip
Times,
bar.
and
I'm
you
gonna
go-
switch the
it's a very
clip
good
bar
joke.
to a different
You did a
emoji
big interview with
tuxedo.
him. It
I'm
was
thinking
interesting to
what?
me, his conclusion.
Because he kind of concluded that although he found a lot of the things he said awful,
I used to eat 10 clip bars a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Be that kind of person.
I save money.
nor could he actually work out exactly what you'd done, which deserved mass wipeout by all the tech firms. I thought it was an interesting conclusion. I don't know the answer to that, other than the reason I mentioned the Molly Russell case, not because that has anything to do with you at all, and I reiterate that.
Thank you.
So I simply ask you this. What has come clear to me in the interview is that a lot of things you say you wouldn't say now that you've said before.
I don't pop
it differently.
Yeah, right. So to me, that's an acceptance, not just that you want to get back on platforms, because maybe that was one of the reasons you were no platform, but that you've recognized and understood the potential harm to the wrong kind of impressionable mind by some of the things you've said. Would that be fair?
I think that's 80% fair. I recognize and understand that with massive fame, you have to be more careful about being misconstrued. Like I said earlier, 1% of people misunderstanding you doesn't matter.
2 minutes and we go into the Kanye West.
With power comes responsibility.
Be ready.
I still believe the things I say. I do not want to be a negative force for the world. I also understand that I am a man who's lived a very difficult, nuanced life, and I am capable of making nuanced points that may be misunderstood by teenagers. However, that can be said about anybody and everything. Every opinion online can be misunderstood by children. Trying to protect children from the internet is a very interesting subject in and of itself, because I would argue that 80% of the content on the internet can be negative or detrimental to a young mind that doesn't understand the world.
Yeah.
I'd argue that all of it. We just talked about music videos and dancing on the devil and,
I mean,
all this stuff. All this stuff is dangerous.
By the way, I think you make a very good point on that.
So,
a lot of these rap stars, the lyrics, the videos, I think far exceed anything that you've been accused of doing.
Completely.
Because in a lot of cases, some of them promote non-consensual activity with people, right? And I just think that crosses a line you have, as far as I've seen, you haven't crossed that line.
No, I haven't. And this is the thing. And I've been vilified, not because of the things I say, because much more extremist content already exists on the internet. I think the reason I've been attacked and vilified is because of the popularity, because I became so massively famous, not because of what I was actually saying. So as a professional, I analyze that and I understand that, okay, I'm massively famous now and certain things have been taken out of context. However, I still do believe I'm a force for good in the world. And I'm not going to sit here
and say... Have you changed, though?
It's not about changing.
Well, it is. We're all involved in an evolution. How old are you now?
I'm 36.
36, right? I bet you're a different person to what you were when you were 26.
Oh, that's
and
absolutely,
16,
that's
right?
absolutely a fact.
So we all change. And Mike, you keep talking about being a good person.
Yeah.
I think if you're honest with yourself, that you can see
why people found a lot of stuff you said problematic and misogynist.
And
I think you recognise you
more
wouldn't express
cheese,
yourself
more
that way
ketchup,
again because you've understood that it's causal harm. And that's really what I wanted to get to today.
Even was an acknowledgement by you that these
even though it's dirty calories, if you want calories to bulk up, condiments and stuff like that is the cheapest way to bulk up. Cheapest way to bulk up. Now, if you got more money, but if you're under 21 and you don't got that much money, condiments is what'll up the calories. You'll bulk the fuck up with that.
These things clearly were said in the wrong way, created the wrong impression if you didn't mean them the way you intended them,
and potatoes, yep.
Can therefore have a malevolent influence when you have a huge following.
Yeah, when you have a huge following, you certainly have to be a lot more careful about how you get certain points across. That's absolutely a fact.
Andrew, I appreciate you coming all the way from Romania.
Thank you.
It's been an interesting conversation.
He came from Romania for this. Whoa.
And I thank you for having it.
Cheers, man.
Well, that's it from me. Whatever you're up to, keep it uncensored. Good night.
Hold up. All right. Yo, when you go full screen, that leg stance is crazy. Ready? Yo, you ready?
Yeah. You
So,
do it.
all
Do
right.
it for me.
Guys, I'm gonna raid ZHERKA. Thanks for everybody tuning in. I'm gonna raid ZHERKA, be on ZHERKA stream for the Kanye West shit. Instagram, Twitter, everything is the real Moises B. Thank you guys for watching the stream. I upload on YouTube like every day. So also exclamation point YouTube. It's the real Moises B everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, everything like that. So give me a quick second. And yo, it's crazy. You started the stream, you rated me. We reacted to this, now I'm rating you back. I think the back-to-back raids is kind of crazy. Alright, so hold on. Whoa, what the fuck? Did you log out?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you log out?
Yeah.
No, but log back in.
Why? Did you turn off the stream?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, log me back in.
I don't got your password or anything.
Okay. You want me to just hop on?
Yeah. Can you guys still hear me? I'm doing it on my phone. Hold on, wait. He has to sign in on his. He has to sign in. Oh, wait. Just click on your Twitch. You're logged in on Twitch. Remember. All right. Authorize. Wait, guys. Hold on.
Is that a good title?
Yep. All right. Are you live? Are you live? Yep, I think so, right? I think you're live, right? Yeah, you're definitely live. All right, so I'm a host right now, right? Ready, set, go. All right. All right, and I just rated. There we are.
You don't hold a count.
Should I stop yours?
No, that's not even the full one.
Should I stop your studio?
Oh yeah, stop it.